Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ralph Engelstedt Arena in Thief River Falls. We have the Section 8A Boys Basketball Tournament both on the air tonight and on the KROX Live video stream, and we've got two good ones on tap for you. The first game is going to be the East Subsection Championship between the Fosston Greyhounds and the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. Both these teams getting to the semifinals this year. Fosston a little bit more convincingly in their win over Ada-Borup West on this past Monday, winning 53-37. And for Fertile-Beltrami, hey, survive and advance. It took a Ryan Vanden a game winner putback at the buzzer to beat Cass Lake Bena 58-57, but nonetheless, they're here and ready to rock and roll. The two teams have just taken the court for the warm-ups. The opening tip will be coming your way around 6 o'clock, and then we'll have the West Subsection Championship after that. That'll be between the top two seeds in the west side of the bracket. That's Sacred Heart and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. They both convincingly eased their way into tonight's matchup as well. So should be two good ones, though. At this point, they're always good games, tough to win in advance, but this first one here, they played twice in the regular season. Fosston won both games. The first time around, they beat Fertile-Beltrami 60-55. That game was in Fertile, and then the next time when the Falcons traveled to Fosston, they would lose that one 52-39. So the Greyhounds do have the season sweep up to this point. They're 24-5 on the year. They were the number one seed in this East subsection bracket because they beat Cass Lake Bena in the regular season head-to-head, so that gave them the one seed. They're very balanced. When you look at this team, 5 different guys that score right around double digits per game. And, Carson Bushy, he'll be a guy to keep an eye on after scoring 28 and hitting 8 threes in their win against Ada-Borup West. So that's kind of what you need to know about them. For Fertile-Beltrami, 22-6 on the year. More so, it's two guys, Caden Swenby, Derek Sorensen, that do the majority of scoring. Swenby averages 24 a game, Sorensen 13, and they were the number 3 seed in the East subsection. And like we said, they beat Cass Lake Bena in the semifinal matchup of the subsection this past Monday. Winner of tonight moves on to the not even the subsection, just the section championship on a Friday night. And a lot is certainly on the line. We'll take a break. When we come back, we did get a chance to talk with both head coaches, so we'll have their interviews on the way. You'll hear from Ben Hemberger, the head coach of Fosston. We'll get his comments right after this. This is the Riverview Health pregame show of Section 8A Boys Basketball. It's the semifinals on this Wednesday night, and we'll continue next right after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com. Fix it, do it, remodel it, and improve it with the help of Crookston Hardware Hank. They have everything you need from electrical to plumbing supplies, paint, stain, and paint supplies, power and hand tools, housewares, and things to fix up and clean up. Crookston Hardware Hank carries seasonal items, shovels, rakes, grills, bird feeders, bird seed, pet food, and much more. For home projects, repairs, and more, shop Crookston Hardware Hank, University Avenue in Crookston.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
Happy Joe's in Crookston has some grand news. Our buffet is back. Come grab all your favorites, including our pizza, pasta, and breadsticks, plus more. Buffet is open 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Happy Joe's. Good times to be together.
welcome you back inside the Riverview Health pregame show. Now joined with Ben Hemberger, the head coach of Fosston. And Coach, let's start with that quarterfinal win that you had the other day. It's nice to shoot the ball well from beyond the arc. Obviously, Carson was the one who did the majority of it. But overall, when you look at that performance and you get ready for this game, you're probably going to have to make some more shots like that, I'm sure.
We will. And, luckily for us, Carson was, finding the bottom of the net because not many other guys were that night. And we got a bunch of guys that can shoot it pretty well. So hopefully we have a few more guys that are scoring a little bit more efficiently than we did the other day. But, I really liked what we did on the glass, and I really liked what we did defensively the other day. I thought we made things extremely difficult for them, and what we did on the glass I thought was really good too on both ends. I thought, first half especially, I thought we got to the offensive glass some and got ourselves some extra possessions, which is always key, especially if you're not shooting the ball particularly well outside of one kid. So.
I did notice a chance to look at your stats earlier. You are very balanced. A lot of different guys, like you said. So I'm sure that's something you like, knowing this time of the year it takes pretty much everybody to win these kinds of games.
It does. And, we got, basically 5 guys between 10 and 13.5 points a game. And, 5 or 6 guys between, 3.5 and 5.5 rebounds a game. And we assist the ball, pretty well, too, as a team. I think we're averaging like around 21 assists on 28 made shots a game. And pretty unselfish group, and they're pretty good at moving the ball and finding the open guy, and very unselfish. And, it seems like every single night we've had a different kid step up, and we've had probably 6 different kids lead us in scoring this year. And that's the fun thing about this group is how balanced they are and how unselfish they are. They don't really care who's doing the scoring as long as we get the win.
I don't think it's any surprise you're going to probably put a lot of attention on Caden Swenby. I mean, for a good reason. He's had games where he's gone over 40. So, what do you do to try and slow a guy like that down?
Well, we got to try to keep him out of the paint as much as we can. The first 2 times we played, we were able to hold him in check for the most part. And same thing with Sorensen as well. And, it's going to take that type of effort again, but it's going to be, a couple different kids that will be running at Swenby tonight to see what we can do. And, if he starts bringing, some of our kids down inside, we'll have to do some switching and get some different matchups on him down there. But, he's definitely the head of the snake, if you will, and we got to slow that guy down.
And then lastly, how important is it to get off to a good start, maybe play with the lead tonight?
I think it's very important in every game. I think we're the type of team that if we do get a lead, I think we're a tough team to come back on. Just with, some of the guard play that we have and how disciplined that we can be at times. And, that type at this time of the year, it's going to be huge.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck, Coach.
You bet. Thank you.
That was the head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds, Ben Hemberger. Appreciate his time here in the Riverview Health pregame show. And no question, they are going to need more than just Carson Bushi to knock down some shots here today. But they do have 5 guys that average double digits, so it's impressive what they're able to do offensively. And the other thing that really sticks out about this team, 7 of the 8 guys that are in their main rotation, seniors. That's what it takes to win, it seems like, this time of the year, more often than not. And they have 7 of them that play pretty significant minutes. So they're experienced, seasoned veterans, and they'll be ready to go, I am sure. So we'll take a break. When we come back, you'll hear from the Falcons head coach, Neil Steffes. We'll get his comments right after this. This is the Riverview pregame show for Beltrami and Fosston Greyhounds boys basketball here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis, golf, volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. 3rd generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience. 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3232 3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Fosston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Fosston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Yesterday, too.
And welcome you back inside the Riverview Health pregame show. Now joined with Neil Steffes, head coach of Fertile-Beltrami. And coach, going back to that game in the quarterfinals, you're able to get the win, advance to this point, but I'm sure at the same time it's time to turn the page and get ready for a very good Fosston team.
Yeah, I mean, it was an exciting win, but, you know, the next day you got to get ready. I mean, we'll have a day in between, and you can't, think about it and bask in the enjoyment of the win, because we got to get back to work tonight. And, that game's over with. It was exciting, but, now we've got a tough task in front of us with Fosston, and, hopefully the kids are ready to go, and, we can get a win.
Them specifically, they can score. It seems like their defense is one of their biggest strengths too, though. What do they do defensively that can make it a challenge sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, they just do things right. I mean, they're disciplined. They keep guys in front of them. They, on the help side, they're helping each other, and, they kind of work as a unit, which you're supposed to do. And, and they just do things right. And they're very well coached. They're disciplined, and, they make it hard for you. So, we have to be efficient. We have to, execute things properly. And, to me, they do things right. But, if you don't turn the ball over and you execute, you can get points and you can score. But, they don't let up, and they work hard, and they hustle. And, you have to match that type of intensity.
Going into the Cass Lake game and even afterwards, it's kind of the same things. You say when you take care of the ball and rebound, you're able to give yourself a chance to win. I'm sure it's probably the two biggest things on the top of the agenda tonight as well.
Yeah, it always is. I mean, you can't give up, like the other night. We got lucky. We gave up, I don't know how many offensive rebounds. It was just constant. And, and the turnovers we had, and I've said all year long, we can score points and teams don't bother us too much. It's our own doings that kill us. And, even the other night, a lot of the turnovers we had were just trying to throw passes that weren't there, and trying to do things that we shouldn't be doing, or just throwing the ball. One time Derek threw the ball to Caden and nobody's guarding Derek. It's why are you throwing the ball? Just dribble it up the floor. And, those are the types of things you can't have where they aren't forcing you to turn the ball over. I mean, you can live with a few turnovers, but turnovers like that just kill you, and you lose possessions, you don't get shots. And against a team like Fosston, you have to make every possession count and value the basketball and value the possession. And, hopefully we can do that tonight.
And then lastly, I asked their coach this, I'll ask you the same thing. How important is it in a game like this with a big atmosphere to get off to a good start to settle the nerves?
Well, it's always nice to get out to a good start, make a couple shots, and, hopefully that settles the nerves. And the reality of it is for us, we shouldn't be nervous, because the reality of it is nobody is probably giving us a chance to win this game. They beat us twice. And, for our kids, there's nothing that you have to lose. And, to me, they have everything to lose. They're the number one seed, and they're supposed to win the game. And so to me, I told our kids, you don't need to be nervous, because, there's no need, because nobody expects us to win and nobody expects us to beat this team. And so go out there and relax and have fun. And, so hopefully our kids do that, and the nerves are not a problem for us. And we can just go out there and have fun and play basketball.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck, Coach.
All right, thanks.
As the coach of Fertile-Beltrami, Neil Steffes, and playing into the underdog role a little bit there, and they are technically the lowest remaining seed in this tournament, but certainly a good team at 22-6. And like we've mentioned, Caden Swenby, Derek Sorensen, they each average double figures. Nobody else does. They rebound pretty well as a team altogether, too, averaging 35 together as a team. But again, Swenby, he's their leading rebounder, and he's under 7 rebounds a game. So a lot of guys doing that, and they're going to need that from everybody here against this Fosston team that has been really tough all season long. And if you're just joining us now, whether it's on the stream or on the radio, and maybe missed it, Fosston did win both games in the regular season by scores of 52-39 and 60-55. So they'll look to beat the Falcons for the 3rd time this year and give themselves an opportunity to go and win a section championship. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get into our draft scoreboard update. There's the 8AA semifinals this evening as well. A couple other scores we can get you as well. So we'll be back after this. This is the Riverview Health pregame show of Fertile-Beltrami boys basketball in the Section 8A semifinals here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean and Mike a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. That's 281-1178. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. Please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin Headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. The Lake Town way of life is appealing to so many people.
We've got a thriving school system, coffee shops, breweries, restaurants, and hockey is the hub of our community. We're probably the last place left in Minnesota where hockey is actually free.
The way Marvin supports the town supports Marvin is awesome.
There's opportunities for you, work hard, self-educate. The sky's the limit here at Marvin.
In an ever-growing, changing world, you build on memories and look to the future. We turn dreams into opportunities, challenges into achievements. We evolve with you. To build, plan, finance, and protect your future.
We're back now here at Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls. Wyatt Morrell, Chris V. Bo Melby on site for these two Section 8A semifinal matchups. The first one coming your way in just a few minutes. It's between the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons and the Fosston Greyhounds. Let's take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update brought to you by Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston and Sampler Wednesdays. We don't have a lot of games on Wednesday, so we don't really get a chance to highlight that special, but you can sample some of your favorite appetizers, things like that. They do taco-inspired dishes tomorrow, Taco Thursday, if you're interested in heading on out, and that's from 5 to close. That's when their nightly specials run each day of the week. They are closed on Monday, so open the other 6 days. Any questions, you can always give them a call at 218-281-1183. And right across from the Crookston Sports Center on Fisher Avenue, it's Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. Like we said here, it's Fosston and Fertile-Beltrami tipping off in about 10 minutes. The second game to follow will be between Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Sacred Heart, and then the two winners, they will take on each other on Friday night with the right to go to the state tournament. In 8AA, very similar format. The semifinals are tonight. The championship will be Friday night, and then the state tournament takes place next week. The quarterfinals for both 8A and 8AA, we should mention, they were supposed to be this past Saturday. We got a blizzard, so they moved them to this Monday. So teams playing tonight, just 1 day of rest. It's a little bit different than what was initially planned, so they've had to adapt a little bit to that, but team's doing well up to this point. Really hasn't affected anything. If we take a look at the 8AA games here in 10 minutes at 6 o'clock over in Detroit Lakes, it'll be Thief River Falls and Hawley, and then in the other one at 7:30, it'll be Dilworth, Glendon Felton, and Barnesville. Barnesville, of course, upsetting Perham, the number 2 seed in the section tournament, to get to that game. The Minnesota Wild, they'll play at 8 o'clock this evening in St. Louis. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they're at home. They're hosting Boston. That's a 7 o'clock opening tip from the Target Center. And then down at Williams Arena and the Maturi Pavilion, they've got the state tournament games going on for girls basketball. Class A begins tomorrow. However, quite a few games to get to here in 4A and 3A. All the 4A games in the opening round have been completed. No surprise, number 1 Hopkins, they roll over Roseville 81-40. Number 4 Stillwater, they beat Lakeville North 67-65, so that was a good one. And then it was St. Michael Albertville over Egan 80-60 as the 2 seed advances, and then the 3 seed Eden Prairie, they beat Centennial 78-57. So all the top seeds moving on and into the semifinals. And well, if you can see on the screen, I'm looking down. They're trying to fix the net on the hoop. Boston is actually lifting one of their players into the air right now, and they've had some issues with that. Looks like they're getting that squared away. But anyways, as we continue here, in Class 3A, 3 of the games have gone final. Number 1 seeded Becker, they beat Marshall 52-43. It was Stewartville over Grand Rapids 71-57. And then it was the 2 seed Benilde St. Margaret's. They beat Minneapolis de La Salle 64-53. We don't have a final score yet for Alexandria Hill Murray. The Class AA games tonight, it's Providence Academy. They're the number 1 overall seed, taking on Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. New London Spicer is going to take on Minnehaha Academy. And then in the other games, it's Goodhue versus Crosby Ironton and Albany versus Perham. Perham, of course, representing Section 8AA. So that is a look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, and we'll get you some other scores throughout the evening, halftime in the post-game show, and of course we'll have the second game here from the Ralph Engelstad Arena, both on KROX and the video stream as well. So we should get all the final scores, I would guess, by the time we're getting ready to sign off later on this evening. The teams finishing up their warm-ups. They'll head off to their respective benches. We'll have the national anthem and then the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups as we get ready for the opening tip between the Falcons and the Fosston Greyhounds. Should be a dandy. Crowd filling in, both pep bands in attendance. The students getting loud already. You love to see it. Should be a great atmosphere right from the get-go here in this one. So we'll take one last final break. We'll be back with the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups in the opening tip between the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons and the Fosston Greyhounds on this Wednesday night. This has been your Riverview pregame show. Section 8A boys basketball in the Section 8A tournament will be coming up next here on KROX and the KROX video stream.
Maralt's Home Furnishings in Fosston is your appliance, furniture, electronic, and flooring expert. They're proud to have served Fosston and the surrounding area for over 50 years. They're committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, FlexSteel, Spring Air, and Congolium for kitchen and laundry appliances, bedroom and living room furniture, flooring, and mattresses. Come in and experience personalized one-on-one service by their exceptional sales staff and meet new owners Mike and Michelle Kerfman. Create your perfect home at your one-stop shop where they sell the best Maralt's Home Furnishings in downtown Fosston. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston has a little bit of everything, and they provide great hometown service. You can have your prescriptions filled and delivered to your home or go through the drive-through window for quick pickups. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts also has a very nice selection of gift items for any occasion, including a variety of home decor, toys, kitchen items, personal care products, and a nice assortment of apparel. Stop in and see all the great merchandise they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7:30, Saturday 8:30 to 3, and closed on Sundays. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Fosston. Stop by Lapeer Oil Company East and West in Fosston and fill your vehicle up. They carry Marathon gasoline and diesel. Feeling a little hungry? Check out their specials and their deli. Monday and Friday, they offer daily soups. Tuesday and Thursday specials is tacos. On Wednesday, stop in at Lapeer Oil Company and enjoy a fantastic pizza buffet. Check Lapeer Oil Company's Facebook page to get updates and all their specials. Headed to the lake to go fishing? They carry a nice selection of bait as well. Lapeer Oil Company East and West in Fosston would like to wish area teams best of luck.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
We need more radio ads anyways, so be back in 20. Ten seconds. Well, we are back now here on KROX and the KROX live stream. It's time for the Knapp Crooks and Welding Machine starting lineups for Fertile-Beltrami being introduced right now, as you can see on the screen. In numerical order, it's junior number 2, Derek Sorensen, junior number 10, Mason Nowaski, a sophomore number 22, Isaiah Wright, who is going to come out right now. You can't miss him with those lime green shoes that he likes to wear. Really pop there on the court. Then you got Caden Swenby. We've talked a lot about him, the junior number 23. Does a little bit of everything for this team. And then last but not least, the hero in their last game, number 32, senior Ryan Vanden Eyde. The game winner against Cass Lake Bena at the buzzer. Pretty special moment for him to get them to this game. And again, coached by Neil Steffes. They're 22-6 on the year in the number 3 seed in the East subsection. For the Fosston Greyhounds, they have got their home maroon on today. They are the opposite of Fertile. Fertile starts a lot of younger guys. They got 3 juniors, a sophomore, and 1 senior. Fosston, 5 seniors in their starting lineup. It's number 3, senior Aaron Norland, his brother, number 4, senior Cullen Norland. Then you've got the senior number 5 coming out of the tunnel right now. He was their big shot in the quarterfinal victory. Carson Bushy knocked down 8 threes, scored 28 points. See if he has a hot hand here again today. You got senior number 10, Zach Tice, another guy that does a lot for this team. One of the 5 guys in double figures. And then rounding out the lineup, and this is an interesting one, senior number 23, Darren Scala. He got injured in their last game, and, well, Coach Hemberger said, we're going to give it a go, see how he does early on, and then we'll kind of pivot from there if we need to. But he looks good, looks like he's ready, and he'll be a full go in this game. And again, those are your Knapp Crooks and Welding Machine starting lineups, brought to you by Knapp Crooks and Welding and Machine. For all your automotive needs, stop by Knapp Crooks and Welding and Machine. They have what you need. Make sure that battery starts the first time every time. We got Chris Fee down on the sidelines. The crowd is loud both up here and at floor level as we get ready for the opening tip. Fertile-Beltrami going right to left across your screen and radio dial. Fosston left to right. That was interesting. Bushy almost tipped it to himself off the tip, but Fertile-Beltrami gets it, and here we go. We're off and running on this Wednesday night. A spot in the Section 8A Championship on the line. Nice find there by Swenby underneath, and Vanden Eyde gets the first point of the game, starting right where he left off from the other night. 2-0 Fertile-Beltrami. And that penetration there for Swenby, that's going to be an area of concern for Fosston. Maybe a bust here. Tice is wide open underneath, and he lays it up and in 4-2, and we're tied at 2 apiece, 30 seconds into the game. And again, Tice, a guy that averages double figures, 13.5 a game, 5.5 rebounds and assists per game as well. Does a little bit of everything for that team. Here is Nowaski for 3. That's a little strong, and there's an offensive rebound for Swenby, showing his versatility, and he'll bring it back out, slow it down. No shot clock, so you're not going to have to worry about that all night long for either of these teams. They were going to use a ball screen. Goes over into the corner with it now with Sorensen. He'll jab step the lefty, attacks baseline. Cut off there nicely by Aaron Norland. Back up top to Swenby. Another ball screen. Swenby doesn't use it, though. He goes to the right, inside to right, and back out for a little pull-up J. That's a little short. It was a good closeout. Tice gets the rebound, and now poked away by Wright, going the other way, and Fertile-Beltrami gets it back. Now the sophomore Isaiah Wright was trailing the play. The Greyhounds didn't realize that he was behind him still and was able to knock it away. He gets it on the left wing now. Here is Sorensen. Sorensen 19 in their win over Castle Lake Bena on Monday. Ball screen, that pass tip trying to go inside. It's a steal as Aaron Norland was there on the rotation defensively up ahead to Tice. He gets slowed down, so they'll pull it out in the half-court set. Here's Bushy on the wing. You got to be careful with him. 8 3-pointers in their victory on Monday. Tice gets it now. It's man-to-man defense for Fertile-Beltrami. Pass goes on the wing. There's the back cut. Tice is open again as Swenby got caught napping. He lays it up and in for 2. He's got all 4 for Fosston early, and it's a 4-2 Greyhounds lead. So they've scored 4 unanswered. Already over 2 minutes in. We have not had a whistle yet in this one, so the players may be a little bit gassed already. Here is Sorensen on the baseline. Back out to Swenby. Man-to-man for Fosston as well. Sorensen attacks, got by the first defender, but was blocked at the rim by Bushy. Rebound Fosston. Long pass up ahead. Tice gets it. He'll go between the legs, loses it. It's over near the Fertile-Beltrami back. He got a bench. He got it back. Now Colin Norland attacks, and he got tripped up from behind by Swenby. That'll be a foul on the junior. Swenby's team's first, and we get our first whistle. 15:34 to go. And Chris, early on, as you're down there, we never got a chance to talk to you. You got any keys or anything that sticks out early on?
Well, early on, we're seeing the defense has come up big for both teams. Tice has found a easy basket inside as the inbound pass is tipped away, but defense is the strength early on for both teams.
Now, we knew that would probably be the case. Fosston likes to play. Oh, and this isn't good. Bushy is hobbling as he was the one that went down. It looks like an ankle maybe, and he's going to stay in for now and say he's okay, but definitely something to monitor there.
Well, and the floor is several inches off the ground when you get to the edge, and there is no, on the far side, there's a little area where a ramp, but on the near side, there isn't a ramp, and that's where he went off, so he probably twisted the ankle a little bit.
It's like a mini version of the barn almost at Williams Arena. Here's Tice on the wing with it. He'll dribble up, now go over to Cullen Norland, defended by Isaiah Wright. Fertile students getting loud down there on the floor level. That's where Fosston's working into. Norland thought about the 3. Couple bounces, dishes to his brother Aaron. He goes back up top. 3 on the way here for Scala. It's online and good. It's a 7-0 Greyhounds run, and they lead it 7-2. Well, you got to close out on all these kids. They can all shoot it pretty well, and this was not the start you were hoping for if you're Coach Steffes. We'll see if they settle down here. Nowaski to Van Den Heide. He'll let the jumper fly. That's off the mark. He hit a bunch of those against Cass Lake. Swenby's there to clean up the miss and puts it back up and in. 4-2, and we get a brief whistle to fix the net, and that allows the sub to come in, and Bushy's still limping pretty bad.
Bushy's having a hard time. He's walking off with a very noticeable limp, and that is not a good sign for Fosston as he's going to go to the locker room.
Yeah, they're going to take him back and get him checked out in the training room, so we'll keep you updated on that, but not a good sign early on for Fosston. So pass over here. Coming in for him was his brother, the junior Hudson Bushy, so he's out there now. Here's Aaron Norland, ball screen. Going to the right, tried that backdoor cut. Sorensen kicked it, so that gets a whistle. 14-17 to go. 7-4 Fosston in front on our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Greyhounds taking it out underneath the Fertile-Beltrami bucket, and that last score by Swenby ended the 7-0 run. That's too easy. Another pass off the inbounds, wide open is Scala. He'll lay it up and in for 2. He's got the last 5 for Fosston, and we got ourselves a 9-4 game. Here's Wright on the wing. Again, Fosston, they brought a lot of people themselves. They're loud as well, both the fans and the bench clapping right now. Van Den Heide on a post touch. Back out to Sorensen. He's had a tough time really getting any separation, and he throws it away. Nowaski went to cut, and he threw it right into the Fosston bench thinking he was going to stay put. It's a Fertile-Beltrami turnover. So 13:54 to go here in our opening half, and this is Colin Norland up ahead. Here's Tice on the wing. Flips it over to Hudson Bushy. Now a pass up top to Tice. Nice help defense from Vandenheide. Now he's got to recover on Scala, though, because he can let that three fly. And now kind of curling it was Tice. That's a screen for Cullen Norland. Little step back J is good, and Fosston has come out red hot. It's 11-4 as senior Cullen Norland gets the first points of the game for himself. And that was something Coach Hemberger said. We need other guys to make shots. Bushy was the one that was making everything the other day. Well, he hasn't scored, and they got 11 points within the first 4 minutes of the game now. Here's Wright. They do a flare screen for Sorensen. He attacks off the bounce. Tough pull up. He airmailed it. Hudson Bushy the rebound on the backside. That was a tough shot. And the Greyhounds really speeding Fertile up a little bit right now. Here's Tice. He's going to work on Swemby with that one foul. He'll dish. There's Scala. Another three on the way. It looks good. It is good. And that was a confident shot. He knew it was in as soon as he let it fly. It's a 14-4 game. This is a 14-2 run after the initial bucket by Vandenheide. And Fertile, I'm surprised they haven't took a timeout. Nowaski going to attack off the bounce. He'll go back to Sorensen. The lefty driving to his left. He'll pass back out to Swemby. Swemby, he's got 2 points. He'll drive in right to Vandenheide. Baseline J, that's off the mark. Another miss, and Aaron Norland the rebound. Well, we got a tale of two opposites right now. One team's on fire. The other team can't buy a bucket. Greyhounds have already extended this to a 10-point game. Here's Hudson Bushy with it. Left-handed dribble, goes over to Colin Norland, right there to defend. Scala, he's got 8 points early on. He'll go over to Norland. They kick it to Hudson Bushy. Open three from the corner is good. It's 17-4. Coach Steffes just sitting down. He's going to let things play out, it looks like, for the moment. Now he stands up and he takes a timeout. So what a start for the Greyhounds. It's 17-4, 6 minutes in. 12 minutes to go in the half. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. But again, if you're just joining us, this is the East Subsection Championship in 8A, and it was a 2-0 Fertile-Beltrami lead, a 17-2 run since then. The Greyhounds have knocked down 3 triples. They have had 4 different guys score, and it's not looking great early on here for the Falcons. They're going to need to get something going.
Well, Bushy, he had 8 threes in the quarterfinal game, and then in the semifinal game here, Fosston continues. Scala has a couple threes, then Hudson Bushy, he has a 3. They already have 3 threes in this 17-2 run. It was Fertile-Beltrami scoring the first 2 points on a Vandenheide basket, and it's been all Fosston since then.
So here come the Falcons. Pass over onto the wing. They'll get it inside. Hansen, the freshman, is coming to the game. Here's Wright. Vandenheide getting a break. Here's Swemby. Gets it stripped away. He'll attack in. Tough shot. That was not the look you wanted as he tried to force it up. It was good defense, and now a reaching foul after Scala had the rebound. So that'll be the second team foul here on Fertile-Beltrami. And we'll head the other way. And they got this one that time on Isaiah Wright, his first. On this end, too, I mean, it's one thing they're not scoring right now, but they haven't been able to get stops on this end either. It's Fosston scoring every time down the court. Bushy has it here. Aaron Norland using the ball screen, finds Colin Norland. He wants to let the 3 fly. That one's off the mark. They finally miss one. Swemby is there for the rebound. So Swemby up ahead. He'll dish it over to Preston Hansen, the freshman. He's got a little bit of range. Let that one fly. It hits the top of the backboard after hitting the rim. No good. Long rebound comes out to Aaron Norland. He's pushing in transition. Nice bounce pass to Tice. Inside, got his defender in the air with the shot fake and lays it up and in around Swemby for 2. And it's now 19-4. Tice has 6. As we go under 11 minutes to play in our opening half. Nowacki with it here. He'll go up top to Swemby. And back over now here on the wing. Hansen posting up underneath. They do get the touch inside. Got it knocked away from behind. Back the other way. It's a 4-on-1. And taking it himself and laying it in for 2. Scala, the senior, has 10 points. And the ball rolls all the way out to half court. So that gets a whistle. We're going to get another sub in here. As Fertile-Beltrami Vandenheide is going to come back in. Scala gets a breather as he'll check out. Stoltman going to come in for the first time today for Fertile-Beltrami as well. So 21-4. And it's a 14-0 run. It's a 21-2 run, going back to when Fertile-Beltrami scored the first points of the game. Here is Sorensen on the wing. He'll go to Hansen, backdoor cut to Sorensen, threw it behind him, and I don't think Fosston deflected it. So that's another Fertile-Beltrami turnover. So that makes it 21-4. As here is Norland up ahead. Into the front court, he'll go over to Aaron Norland. With a left-handed dribble, they got good help there on the screen. Now comes back over to Hudson Bushy on the wing. Back up top with here, Tice beat Hansen off the dribble. Good help defense. Oh, nice pass fake though, off the glass, in for two more. They can do no wrong. 23-4. Absolutely incredible right now as Tice has 8. And now it's a 19-0 or 16-0 run for the Greyhounds. Stoltman dishes one off to Vandenheide. Here is Swenby. They have been all over him. He'll step back for 3, had a little bit of space, and it's good as Caden Swenby able to knock one down, put an end to the run, and we'll see if maybe that gets him going a little bit offensively as well. He's got 5 now in the game. We need to see more shots like that go down if you're the Falcons, now trailing 23-7. Hudson Bushy on the wing, and his brother Carson, who got injured early, getting ready to check back in, so that's a good sign for Fosston fans. A reach-in foul here on Sorensen. He knocked it away initially pretty clean, but they do say he swiped across the arm, so that'll be his first, team's third. 9:15 to go until halftime. No team fouls against Fosston here in this opening half. Just the 3 on Fertile-Beltrami, so it's been a pretty clean game right from the get-go. So Carson Bushy back into the game. He replaces his brother Hudson. Pass comes in. Tice will let the 3 fly. It's on line and good. 3 more as they got to fix the net again as it hopped up onto the rim. That was just a pass in, and then they passed it right back to him, and Tice knocked it down 26-7. They've now hit 4 first-half threes.
Well, the Ingolstadt Arena, they got to do something with the nets before the championship game. Replace them. They both nets are getting stuck during the quarterfinals, now here in the semifinals.
Yeah, and it was a problem in the pregame warm-ups as well. Here's Vandenheide over to Swenby. Swenby's got the one-on-one matchup. He'll dribble into the middle. He'll dish it back out. Hansen's going to try his second 3. That's too strong. And there was definitely a lot of arm grabbing, and they're rolling over each other. Vandenheide and Tice are, or not Tice, that is Palabicki there. And they got the foul, it looks like, on Palabicki, so that'll be his first. So Vandenheide will inbound, 8:50 to go. That's the first team foul here on Fosston. As he'll find Swenby in the corner. Ended there by Tice. They got a matchup inside with Hansen Norland defending him. They switch it back before they can take advantage of it. And another tough jumper for Swenby, but he rises up and hits it. Caden Swenby trying to will Fertile-Beltrami back into this one. That's 7 for the junior now here in the first half, and that's going to be an over and back there on the Greyhounds because Norland, Colin Norland that is, crossed over into the front court. His brother Aaron was trailing. He passed it to him, but Aaron never established his feet on this side of half court, so that's a good call by the official, a rare Fosston turnover. That gives it back to the Falcons. Swenby's been feeling it a little bit. He'll go over to Stoltman here. Inside here now to Hansen. He'll dish it back out. They got a flare screen there for Swenby. He'll jab step attack baseline up to Hansen. Inside, oh, that pass tipped away. Sorensen goes over and gets it on the right side of the court. Sorensen will fake the handoff to Swenby. Stop at the elbow, go back to Swenby. Longer possession here for the Falcons. Again, no shot clock, so you don't have to worry about that. As they get it to Stoltman on the wing. They got 2 guys posting up in the same spot, so they go back up top to Swenby now with it. They'll attack to the right. Norland defending. Tough jumper again, and that one missed everything. Hansen, the rebound on the backside. No one draws a foul, so Hansen, the freshman working hard, is going to get rewarded and head to the line here to shoot 2. It'll be the first trip to the free throw line for either team here in this opening half. Tice with the foul, his first second team foul.
Well, the good news for Fertile-Beltrami, there's a ton of time left, 7:45 left in the first half, and they get a free throw to make it 26-10. So 16-point deficit, just chip away, try to get it down to single digits by halftime, and obviously, the closer you can get it going into the half and have momentum going into the second half, that's going to be huge. But they got to come up with some stops on the defensive end.
Here's that second free throw. Good job by the freshman as he knocks both down. But yeah, no question, you got to get stops on this end as well. Stolman out, Nowacki back into the game for Fertile-Beltrami. As here comes Colin Norland bouncing the ball up into the front court. They trap it. I like it. They switch things up defensively, and Norland lost it out of bounds. It'll go to Fertile-Beltrami.
Nolan tried to rip the ball as he was double teamed in the corner. He dribbled into the coffin corner, not where you're supposed to go, and he was jumped by another defender, double teamed. He tried to rip through and lost his balance, and the ball out of bounds.
And now Swemby another tough shot. That was a quick shot. Aaron Norland the rebound as he barely grazed the front of the rim. I like the call defensively here. They're playing a 1-2-2 trap defense here as Fosston gets it into the front court now, and now it's inside. Now it's more like an extended 2-3 zone after they get into the half court. So giving Fosston a different look here. They try and slow him down. Pass over here to Hudson Bushy. He'll go back up top to Aaron Norland inside, kicking it back out. And there's Hudson Bushy again for three. He hit one earlier from that spot. He's got his second three of the half. Boy, these Bushy kids, they can shoot it. 29-11 now here in this opening half. Fosston in front. Milwaukee with it on the wing, and they're having a tough time running their offense underneath with the post. So Vandenite pulls up for a jumper and gets it to go. Big shot there for the senior. He's got 4 points now here in this opening half. Averages 8.5 a game. Steal as Swemby pokes one away behind the back. Stops in the front court now. Goes over to Milwaukee's going to let the three fly. That's short as it grazes the front of the rim. Hudson Bushy the rebound. Another empty trip for Fertile-Beltrami as we come up on 6 minutes to go here in our opening half. Pass inside. They kick it off. Now back over. Here is Colin Norland to Aaron Norland. Back over to Colin. He'll dribble off the bounce into the corner to Hudson Bushy. That's a bad foul there by Sorensen reaching in, and that's going to be number 2 on Derek Sorensen now with 6:07 to go in the half. We'll see what Coach Steffes decides to do, and it looks like Isaiah Wright is getting up. Tice coming back in for Fosston as well. He'll replace Palabicki, and I would assume Wright's going to come in here for Sorensen, and he will. And that's tough to lose a guy like that to foul trouble. Well, wait a minute. He just sent him back.
Yeah, Fosston, they're one of those teams, we've seen it here in the first half. When things are going well, they are tough. And right now, things are going extremely well.
He took Hansen out instead. Sorensen ran over, and Steffes was like, what are you doing? Pushed him back onto the court and said, you're staying in. So he'll stay in with the 2 fouls. Here is Aaron Norland, over to Colin Norland. Hudson Bushy inside to Tice against that zone. Back to Bushy, now inside to Tice. And he gets doubled now. He attacks the rim, puts up a little floater, too strong. Tips it back out, though, for the offensive rebound as Colin Norland is able to track it down. Be a second chance opportunity for Fosston. Aaron Norland with it at that Prowler logo, defended by Sorensen. Good ball movement here over to Bushy in the corner. Carson Bushy, by the way, still trying to work off that ankle. He is definitely not 100% as he's on the bench right now walking to try and get that healthy. Inside to Tice again, back out to Colin Norland. Another long possession here for Fosston, up by 16. They're more than happy to wait for the perfect shot. Here is Tice, right wing. He'll dish it corner. There is that good look. Scala for 3. He missed it. And Vandenite gets the rebound on the backside. First rebound of the game for the senior. He averages 6.3 rebounds a game. Under 5 minutes to go. Swemby spinning in the lane. There's that little pull-up. Man, he missed everything again. He's done that several times in this half. And I understand he can score, but I don't know if that's the shot you want necessarily.
Well, in Fertile-Beltrami, I haven't seen a lot of good offensive possessions. A lot of no passes and a lot of poor shots, and they're not using, they're not running their offense. The opposite end, Fosston, you're seeing a lot of passes, you're seeing some nice assists, and they're really breaking down the Fertile-Beltrami defense. Well, Fertile-Beltrami, you just come down, take a spinning jump shot without a pass. That's exactly what Fosston wants them to do.
Well, now in the corners, they pass it up top, and now here's Tice against that zone. Had it poked away, it comes right to Carson Bushy back out there. We'll keep an eye on his ankle and see how he's moving. You can already tell he's still kind of gimping right now. Baseline attack here. Scala lays one up and in for 2. He bulldozed over Sorensen. There was some contact, no call. 2 more for him. Him and Tice have combined for 23 of Fosston's 31 points here in this opening half. Here is Sorensen in the corner. Up top to Isaiah Wright. Milwaukee with it now on the wing. Over to Sorensen off the dribble. He'll get to that little spot where he likes that pull-up and he knocks it down. Nice shot there for Derek Sorensen. His first points of the game could not have come at a better time. Now here again, they beat the press, they beat the zone, and going to the rim, this is going to be an and one. Bad foul by Swenby. They had the layup as Carson Bushy lays it in for two, and Swenby swiped at him as he was going by. That's his second, team's fifth, but more importantly, it gives Bushy a chance for a three-point play. Not a smart play.
And some people might be wondering why would you put Bushy back out there after the ankle injury, but most players, speaking from experience, when you twist that ankle or sprain it, you want to try to walk it off or run it off, because if you sit there, it's going to get stiff and it'll get tough. But at the same time, he's really struggling.
Yeah.
So at some point, I think, because you only have a day of practice before you have the championship game, if they win, I would take him out for a while and just let him walk or jog in the hallway.
I'm sure Coach Hemberger is still probably not confident enough at this point in the first half, but if we get to a 20-point game here in the second half, I'd be surprised if we see him play. We get a foul here. Hansen's going to go to the line to shoot two, so good job by Hansen once again to draw some contact.
And again, as I said, there's a lot of time left, so Fertile-Beltrami very capable of making a run here to make the things interesting in the second half.
So here comes the first free throw for Preston Hansen. No good. He's now 2 of 3 at the line. That's where he's got both of his points in this opening half of play. Tice comes out with the 2 fouls, so there's, I guess, some good news if you're a Falcon fan. Get him off the court for a little bit. So Hansen ready to fire up the second one. In and out, an 0 for 2 trip, and that's just one of those things that sums up kind of this first half right now for Fertile-Beltrami. Not a whole lot going their way. So MB went for the steal. That leaves them susceptible on the backside. Carson Bushy thought about the 3. Passes it up top to Aaron Norland. Back to Bushy into the middle. Oh, they got a guy wide open. Scala was creeping to the rim on the backside. They didn't see him. So they're moving the ball well against this zone, giving themselves some opportunities to attack. As here is Bushy up top to Norland. Back to Cullen Norland. Swenby and Milwaukee playing the front of the zone. And now we get a foul here on Hansen as he went up to stop the cutting Norland. That'll be the team's 6th. So every foul for the final 3-13 will put the Greyhounds to the free throw line. Hansen's first foul of the game. Bushy's got to find somebody. Gets it to Aaron Norland at the last second. He dishes. Scala's open for 3. It's good again. Nothing but net. They just do not seem to miss open shots, and there wasn't anybody within 5 feet of him. His third 3 of the half. He's got 15 points, and it's 37-15. Swenby on the back. Dorka dishes it. Milwaukee for 3. Left it short. Another miss, and a rebound there for Scala. Boy, 2:50 to go. Fertile-Beltrami, they got to get some kind of momentum heading into the halftime break here. So, this is really starting to get out of hand in favor of Fosston. Pass over to Cullen Norland on the wing. And he dishes it to Scala up top. He'll go over to Carson Bushy into the corner. And good defense there by Hansen. Oh, they do get a reach in. It looked like he had the ball at first, but then they do say he swiped across, I guess, and got a little bit of arm. And that puts Fosston to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, you have to wonder, too, how much that buzzer beater win over Cass Lake Bena took maybe a little out of the tank to start the game here for Fertile-Beltrami. But Fosston, they are playing extremely well. I don't know if Coach Hemberger, I'm sure you'll find something he's not happy with, but because that's what coaches do. But he's got to be very pleased with how his team has executed here in this first half.
Yeah, I doubt any of these kids for Fertile-Beltrami experienced an emotional high like they did against Cass Lake Bena after winning that game. So a little bit of a slow start tonight, perhaps. 1 of 2 at the line as the second free throw for Palabicki is off the mark. Here is Swenby to Isaiah Wright on the wing. He'll go up top, now across. With it here is Swenby, jab step going left. He gets by the initial defender, had it tripped, got it back though, and lays it off the glass. 2 more there for Caden Swenby. He's got 9 now in the game. 2 minutes to go until halftime, 38-17, Fosston in front. Picked up here, Scala goes over to Cullen Norland, defended by Isaiah Wright. Jab step into the middle, up to Aaron Norland at the top of the key. Into the corner, passing and cutting. That's what the Greyhounds like to do offensively. They don't really stay put for very long. A lot of movement on this end of the court, makes it tough to defend. Here's Hudson Bushy attacking baseline. Picked up his dribble after Sorensen cut him off. Another longer possession here. Scala's just going to hold it. Vandenite comes up to get the count started. Dribbling on the right wing. Spooning back to the middle. Goes to Colin Norland on the left wing. He'll stop there. 1:20 to go now. This has been a 40-second possession. They try to go for the steal. Couldn't get it. Here's Aaron Norland on the wing now. Goes over onto the left wing. Back to Alabicki. Oh, the backdoor cut. Colin Norland was there. They missed it late. Get it to him now, but it's defended, so they go back up top. We got a minute to go. They've taken 60 seconds on this possession. And Fertile-Beltrami, of course, a foul would send him to the line. You got a couple guys with multiple fouls. Backdoor cut finally there, and Aaron Norland lays it up and in for 2. Well, that's just good offense there. They take a bunch of time. They make Fertile-Beltrami get over-aggressive, and then they're able to find a backdoor cut for 2. Here is Wright to Swenby. 40 seconds left in the half. He goes baseline into a little step back, and that's off the mark, and the rebound fought for Milwaukee. Got it. He is double teamed. We get a reach-in foul, but a good effort there by Mason Milwaukee to keep it on this end of the floor. Just the 4th team foul on Fosston. They got 2 more to give in the final 34 seconds.
And Carson Bushy is walking back and forth behind the bench, trying to keep that ankle loose.
As I think we had an air ball there. Might have been tipped. I couldn't tell, but Vandenite off the mark. So Fosston can hold for 1, up 40-17. What a half for Fosston. Let's see if it gets a little bit better for him here on this final trip. Norland dribbling, defended. Count going. He finally gets by the defender, so it has to reset as he crosses over. Picks up his dribble. They're going to take a timeout. Good call there by Coach Hemberger to get something drawn up for the final 12 seconds. 30-second timeout, so we keep it here. And, well, Chris, if you're Fosston here with 12 seconds, the playbook has been wide open all night. I'm sure you could do just about anything with the way this half has gone for him.
Well, that's it'll be interesting to see. I think you try to look for a 3. See if you can get an open 3. Hit that going in, leading. If you were able to go into the half leading 43-17 on a last-second 3 going into the locker room. Not that they need it, but boy, that would be a huge shot into Fosston. On the flip side, if Fertile-Beltrami can get a steal and maybe a basket to end, that'll give them a little shot of momentum, and they're going to need something here.
Well, I was going to say, if you're Coach Steffes, I mean, what do you say at halftime? Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Oh, number one, I'm sure he's going to say, we've got to work the ball around. Make them work on defense. There's been a lot of tough shots. And
it would affect Fosston's offense. You make them work more defensively. 8 seconds. Here we go. Ball in. Colin Norland on the wing. He's got 6 seconds. Up top, they defended nicely with 3 seconds. Alabicki fires one over. They get a shot off for 3. Scala. Oh, and he hits it. Unbelievable. Well, Chris, you called it. You said, let's get a 3 heading into half. That's exactly what the Greyhounds do. What a pass there to Colin Norland, and then he had the presence of mind to dish it back to Scala. What a pass, and a shot right as the buzzer sounded.
Yeah, that's going for the jugular there.
Unbelievable. 43-17, your halftime score. In our halftime show, we will take a look at the scoring, get you a draft scoreboard update and more. And then second half action will be coming up soon as well. So we'll step aside. We'll be back with the halftime report. You're listening and watching Fertile-Beltrami boys basketball in the Section 8A tournament semifinals here on KROX and the KROX live stream.
A better outdoor cooking experience begins today at Home of Economy. Halo cooking products deliver everything from cordless wood-fired grilling to windproof griddles. Or how about pizza in just 5 minutes? See for yourself at Home of Economy.
When there's work to be done, water and mud can't stand in your way. So plow right through in a pair of muck boots from Home of Economy. Made from neoprene and heavy-duty rubber, muck boots are designed for total comfort with a snug fit and built-in arch support.
Phil Vagno, Coldwell Banker, Forks Real Estate. He's been part of the Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, and surrounding communities for over 60 years. Phil's a proud supporter of high school sports and especially Sacred Heart Athletics, and also a proud proponent of real estate investments. Let Phil be a calming voice in the crazy world of real estate. Give him a call so he can help you out. All he asks is you give him a chance. Phil Vagno, Coldwell Banker, Forks Real Estate, 218-693-1062. Online, forksrealestate.com. Thank you, and good luck, Eagles.
Varnish Real Estate Team. Let's team up. Varnish Real Estate Team.
It's the team that's ready to bring you home. Keller Williams Inspire Realty Vanish Real Estate Team. When buying or selling real estate, it begins with a call to the experienced Vanish Real Estate Team. Home listings up and down the valley, Fargo to West Fargo, Grand Forks to East Grand Forks, from Devil's Lake to Crookston, Thief River Falls to Grafton, and all points in between. 218-791-4510, VanishRealEstateTeam.com.
North Valley Health Center in Warren is committed to providing compassionate, high-quality care to the communities of Northwest Minnesota. They are proud to offer a wide variety of services including diagnostic imaging and laboratory services, physical therapy, cardiology, 24/7 emergency services, clinic services, and much, much more. Visit northvalleyhealth.org, find them on Facebook, or call 218-745-4211 to schedule your next appointment. North Valley Health Center wishes all area athletes a great season. NVHC is an equal opportunity provider.
Hi, my name is Dayton, and I'd like to welcome you to the all-new Rydell Toyota Grand Forks. Let me show you around. Our first stop is the sales showroom, where our friendly sales consultants and product geniuses are here to help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Our sales team is here to help you make a wise choice, and they're paid based on how satisfied you are, not how much you spend or even what vehicle you choose. All of us here at the new Rydell Toyota would like to welcome you to stop by and say hi.
Well, we're back here from Ralph Ingolstead Arena as we got ourselves a 43-17 Fosston lead here at the break. And let's take a look at our first half scoring. For Fertile-Beltrami, 9 for junior Caden Swenby, 4 from senior Ryan Vandenheide, 2 apiece from freshman Preston Hansen and junior Derek Sorensen, equaling their 17 points. They scored the first 2 points of the game. Fosston then proceeded to go on a 21-2 run to go up 21-4. And then Fertile-Beltrami, they kind of kept it around 17-20 for a while, but the Greyhounds, a nice little burst there heading into the halftime break, including the 3 at the buzzer from Darren Scala, the senior. He led the way for Fosston with 18. They had 11 as well from Zach Tice, and then a lot of different guys chipping in. Hudson Bushy off the bench, he had a couple of threes for 6, 3 points for his brother, senior Carson Bushy, 2 apiece from Aaron and Colin Norland, and then 1 from Thatcher Palabicki as well, the senior off the bench. So that's your scoring totals there for both teams. And again, this is the East Subsection Championship. Fosston right now on their way with the way they're playing to a Section 8A title matchup on Friday night with the winner of our next game, which is going to be Sacred Heart and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Speaking of that, let's take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update for you. And again, Sampler Wednesday tonight, 5 to close. Taco-inspired dishes tomorrow on Thursdays from 5 to close as well. Let's take a look at our scores that we can tell you about so far at the Minnesota State Tournament for girls basketball. In 4A, Hopkins defeated Roseville 81-40. Stillwater over Lakeville North 67-65. St. Michael Albertville beat Egan 80-60. And Eden Prairie, they beat Centennial 78-57. In 3A, Becker over Marshall 52-43. It was Stewartville over Grand Rapids 71-57. Benilde St. Margaret's, they beat Minneapolis de La Salle 64-53. And then Alexandria, they beat Hill Murray 57-39. So 4A and 3A games done. Class 2A games getting rolling right now as we speak. And again, over in 8AA for boys, they got their semifinals from Detroit Lakes tonight. It's Thief River Falls and Hawley. That game is going on as we speak. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, they're taking on Barnesville in the other semifinal. That'll wrap up or get started once the other game wraps up this evening over at Detroit Lakes. So that is a look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Thief River Falls, by the way, up on Hawley 30-26 with a minute left in the opening half. That's the halftime report. A couple minutes here until the start of the second half. Again, the Greyhounds in front of the Falcons 43-17 at our halftime break. They did not miss in that opening half. It was really fun to watch. Fertile-Beltrami, they got a lot to overcome here in the final 18 minutes to keep this dream season going. We'll take a break. Second half action will be coming up next. You're listening to Fertile-Beltrami boys basketball in the Section 8A tournament here on KROX and the KROX video stream. Second half coming up next.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com. Fix it, do it, remodel it, and improve it with the help of Crookston Hardware Hank. They have everything you need from electrical to plumbing supplies, paint, stain, and paint supplies, power and hand tools, housewares, and things to fix up and clean up. Crookston Hardware Hank carries seasonal items, shovels, rakes, grills, bird feeders, bird seed, pet food, and much more. For home projects, repairs, and more, shop Crookston Hardware Hank, University Avenue in Crookston.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
Happy Joe's in Crookston has some grand news. Our buffet is back. Come grab all your favorites, including our pizza, pasta, and breadsticks, plus more. Buffet is open 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Happy Joe's, good times to be together.
And we're back here from Ralph Engelstead Arena on this Wednesday night. And right now, Fosston all over Fertile-Beltrami, 43-17 as we get ready for the second half. And, well, the Falcons, I was going to say, they haven't come out of the locker room yet, but now they're making their way onto the court. So they'll get ready here for the second half. And definitely a different mindset, energy, whatever you want to call it, for both of these teams. On the sidelines, in the stands, not the half you were hoping for Coach Steffes, but you got 18 minutes to try and turn things around and keep your season going. We'll see if they can do just that. Fosston in the home maroon is going to be going right to left across your radio dial and screen in this second half. Fertile-Beltrami in the road whites as the visiting team tonight left to right in this first, or rather last 18 minutes. They wish it was the first 18 minutes with the way that first 18 minutes went, but they can only try and determine what happens from here on out and try and overcome this 26-point deficit that they find themselves in. So what we're learning is when Fosston is on, they are really tough. Both offensively, defensively, they had everything working for them there in that first half, and see how Fertile-Beltrami responds. Defensively, I'm sure the intensity will pick up a little bit as the pass comes into Colin Norland, and we're back underway. You don't really have a choice. If you're Fertile-Beltrami, it has to pick up if you want any chance in this game. So pass and cut again for Fosston up top to Tice with the 2 fouls. He goes over to Colin Norland on the right wing in front of the Greyhounds bench. There's the cut and going to the rim. He came over, blocked it, but did foul Bushy, and he'll head to the line, and Tice, and he'll head to the line and shoot 2. So Tice drew the foul, and he had 11 first half points. It's his first trip to the line here in the game. They're just 2 of 3 at the line as a team, so they didn't take many free throws in that opening half. There wasn't very many fouls in general on either team in the first 18 minutes. The free throw up and in for Tice makes it 44-17. He'll get ready for the second one. And that one's in and out, 1 for 2 trips. Swenby grabs the rebound. Fertile-Beltrami had just 5 rebounds that entire half by my count because Fosston just didn't miss. Swenby misses a shot here to Sorensen. Little baseline J. That's off the mark. Van den Eyde the rebound. He'll go up with it and get it to go. 6 points for the senior. Another rebound for him. And it's 44-19 now as Fertile-Beltrami's able to get themselves back within 25. Nice handoff here to Aaron Norland, defended by Nowacki pretty tightly. Up top, pass goes over onto the wing Tice off the dribble to Carson Bushy out there with kind of a bum ankle, if you want to call it that. And man, tonight he just picked up another foul on a reach around. That'll be his team second of the half. And Carson Bushy, again, keep an eye on that ankle because, I mean, they're thinking bigger picture, I'm sure, at this point than just tonight, assuming they do move on to play in the Section 8A championship on Friday. You'd want him healthy. But at the same time, they got to make sure they get a big enough lead where they can take him out. He lays one up and in for two here. Scala found him on a beautiful pass, and that's two more for Bushy and the Greyhounds. Another just easy pass and cut. That's been the MO all night for Fosston. We get a reaching foul here as Sorensen had it trying to go towards the rim. So that'll be the first foul here on the Greyhounds. And Carson Bushy's going to come out. Hudson Bushy will come in for him. So the brothers swap out. Foul here on Scala, his first. Team's first of the half into Swenby, and, well, that's going to be a travel, yeah. He jumped in the air, and then he went and wanted to dribble. And once you jump in the air and commit to the shot, you can't come back down and start dribbling again. And that was a good call. So travel there for Fertile-Beltrami and a turnover. Here is Tice playing the point guard between the legs. Swenby on him. He'll go to the left and pass one off to Aaron Norlin on the baseline. Colin Norlin comes and gets a pass. He'll go over to Tice. He'll curl off a screen, going straight down the lane. Had it knocked away by Nowaki. He gets fouled going back up, though, after he got it back. And Tice will head to the line and shoot two more. Be the third team foul already on Fertile-Beltrami, not even 2 minutes in. So we had 4 team fouls after about, 11 minutes in the first half. And here we haven't even played 2 minutes, and we got 4 team fouls combined. So it's getting a little bit chippier out there. And a little bit more action so far here in the second half. Tice to shoot the first of 2. Was just 1 for 2 moments ago. He gets this one to go. Up to 13 points now for the senior. Carson Bushy walking off that bad ankle behind the Greyhounds bench. Again, important to note that because he was their leading scorer in the quarterfinals, scoring 28 points. Tice gets this one to go. And again, just speaks to the depth of Fosston and just how balanced they are. So many guys that can score on any given night. Tough shot here for Sorensen. That's short. And a rebound for Colin Norlin. So a miss there for the Falcons. 29-point game. And back come the Greyhounds. They've gotten the last 3 points here in this one. Actually, I take it back, the last 4. As here is Norlin. Up top here to Tice. Going around Swenby. And he carried it. Yeah, good call. Carried it with that right hand. So that'll be a Fosston turnover. I haven't said that a ton in this game. They've been so efficient offensively. Swenby up into the front court, working left to right. Dribbles it to the wing, goes to Isaiah Wright. Now to Nowaki on the left wing. He'll go to the rim. Jump stop, didn't like the shot, so he'll go out to Isaiah Wright. A rare 3 for him, and it's good. Isaiah Wright knocks down the triple. And what did we get here after the play? As the officials are going to talk something over. There was a call. The basket counts. And it looks like there's a foul on Fosston as well. How about that? So Tice picked up a foul fighting for the rebound. That's the second team foul, the third for Tice. So that's a big call. So he's got 3 fouls now, and he keeps it here at Fertile-Beltrami. Nowaki to inbound. We'll go over to Swenby in the corner. Isaiah Wright, not a guy that shoots a ton of threes. As Swenby dips in, hangs in the air, and gets 2 more. So 5-0 Fertile-Beltrami run before Fosston even touches the ball after the 3 and the foul. And the Greyhounds here's lead is down to 24. Here's Tice on the wing. Going back to Wright. Like we said, doesn't shoot a lot of threes. If any, really, all season long. Pass on to the wing. Here are the Greyhounds looking to attack. Go up top here to Tice. We'll go on to the wing. A little jab step by Aaron Norlin. Now he holds it out. 15 minutes to go. 48-24 Fosston lead. Tice on Swenby. Got around him. Went over the top of Sorensen, who kind of just had to stand in place with the 2 fouls. And up and in for 2 there is Tice. He's got 5 of the Greyhounds' 7 second-half points. And it's a 50-24 game. So the 5-0 run quickly nullified there. Here is Sorensen trying to back down. He'll go over to Swenby on a skip. Tough 3 is good as Swenby knocks down another 3. That is his second of the game. He's up to 14 points now. Second made three of the half for Fertile-Beltrami, and it's a 50-27 game. Oh, Norland got Nowaki to fall down. Up ahead, Tice to the rim. A lot of contact. Blocking foul here on Van den Eyde, and the Fertile-Beltrami fans don't like it. I think it's the right call. He kind of hit him on the side, so that'll be another one on the senior. And the fourth team foul of the half here on Fertile-Beltrami. Hansen and Stoltman will come back in. Wright and Van den Eyde off with the fouls. 14:23 to play. Inbounding into the corner. Here's Colin Norland up to Aaron Norland. They work it all the way back to the other side. And, oh, that was poked out of bounds by Swenby. It'll stay here with the Greyhounds as Tice was getting ready to drive in. And again, we'll have the Sacred Heart Warren-Alvarado-Oslo game coming up next. That is the West Subsection Championship. Lob in here to Colin Norland. So this is just game one of two games here at the Ralph Engelstad Arena this evening. Scala goes over to Bushy, and nice backdoor cut again. Colin Norland missed the shot, got his rebound, puts it back up, and two more on second chance opportunities. It's now 52-27, and it was a great pass by Hudson Bushy to make it happen initially, and then Colin Norland was able to gather himself after the initial miss. Sorensen to Stoltman, over to Swenby, another tough three. That's short, got his own rebound though, got to the rim and lays it in for two. So Swenby working hard, tracking down his own misses, and he's up to 16 now to go along with 6 rebounds in the game. 13:38 to go, 52-29. It's one thing to start scoring because they have started to score more, already 12 points in this half compared to 17 in the first half. They got to get stops on this end, and that is something they've struggled to do all game. Here's Colin Norland, reverses one on the pass. Nice backdoor cut, there it is. Beautiful screen on the backside. Scala's open for another easy two, and it's 54-29. He's got 20 in the game now. That's a game high. And it's a 25-point deficit now for the Falcons. Here is Sorensen. Didn't like what he saw, so he goes to Swenby. Into the freshman Hansen. He finds Sorensen, who goes to the rim, and Fosston just kind of lets him go, so Sorensen lays it up and in for two. And for the junior, he's got 4 points now on the night. That's over to Aaron Norland, under 13 minutes to go. Another long stretch here without a whistle. Now we get one as that's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Fosston. 12:47 to go. 54-31, Greyhounds in front. Isaiah Wright getting ready to sub back in here for Fertile-Beltrami. See who he replaces here. Nowaki's going to come out. Yes. It'll be an inbound here for Fosston. The mic picks up quite a bit down there, I tell you. Oh, that's going to turn you up a little bit here. As we get a pass onto the wing to Tice. Him and Scala, again, the two that have been doing most of the damage. But here goes Hudson Bushy. He's showing he's more than a shooter, but he missed the shot, and the freshman Preston Hansen gets the rebound.
Both coaches for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and for Sacred Heart, both a little surprised at that first half of this game.
Yeah, I would be too. As Wright gets another easy layup, as Swenby was able to dish it off to him, and Coach Steffes right away out of his seat saying, we got to get up, because that's about the second or third time they're supposed to be pressing, but the guys are running the other way. They definitely want to start pressing, so Coach Steffes a little animated they weren't doing it there. Nice basket there for Wright. He's got 5 points all in the second half now. Swenby gets that assist. They dish it over here to Tice on the wing. He can certainly take his man off the bounce. Instead, he goes to Colin Norland up top. Now on the left wing, Hansen defending Scala here, over to Aaron Norland. They continue to reverse it side to side. Hudson Bushy goes over. Aaron Norland with the blow-by off the glass, in for two more. And that has been the problem for Fertile-Beltrami. They just cannot get stops right now. All 5 starters have scored in this second half now here for the Greyhounds. Here is Swenby, between the legs dribble, gets a screen, didn't pull the shot. Here's Stoltman, not really a guy that looks to shoot a ton. Passes to Sorensen, his shot in and out on that mid-range jumper, and the rebound hauled in by Tice. He'll walk the ball up the court. Pass over onto the wing. Here is Colin Norland, defended by Stoltman. Passes over to the other wing. Here's Hudson Bushy, and he's playing the majority of minutes for his brother Carson, who, again, has a bad ankle. And with the way this is going, I don't know if we'll see him back in the game here in this half. Here is Hudson Bushy inside, dishes it. Tice thought about the three. Instead, he'll pass on it. Off the bounce, over to Aaron Norland. Another long possession to the rim by the defender, and up and in for two. Aaron Norland showing his quickness. He's got 4 points now in the second half, 6 in the game, and it's 58-33. So Now, Fertile-Beltrami cut it to 21 at one point. It's all the way back up to 25 now. It's been as many as 29. Sorensen for three from the top of the key. That's no good. Hansen the rebound, and the putback for the freshman. Up and in for two. Good job by Preston Hansen. I've been impressed with his rebounding ability, especially on the offensive end of the court. 58-35 as we approach the 10-minute mark. Greyhounds trying to secure a spot in the Section 8A title game. Fosston again attacking baseline. They kick it all the way for a Scala three. Hey, misses one, and Hansen gets the rebound. Fourth rebound there for the freshman Preston Hansen. And Fertile-Beltrami again can cut into that deficit a little bit more. Here's Swemby. Ball handoff here. Stolman to Hansen. He'll try the top of the key three. It's good. And Coach Steffes wants to take advantage of the momentum. He'll use a timeout. Well, how about that? Not done quite yet. We got a 20-point game. Full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. We're back with the rest of this one after this. You're listening and watching Fertile-Beltrami boys basketball in the Section 8A tournament here on KROX.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
And we're back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Weimar, Chris V. Bomelby. 20-point game for Fertile-Beltrami. They trailed by as many as 29 in this half, and with 9:47 to go, it's back to 20. They're picking up full court. Here's Colin Norland. Preston Hansen just knocked down a three to cap off a 5-0 run. They just get it across the timeline, and well, as soon as I said we might not see Carson Bushy again, he's back in there because the lead has been cut to 20. He's on the wing with it here. Again, he's not really able to do a ton because of that bad ankle. Passes back up top here. Palabicki in the game. There's that backdoor cut. Norland dumps it off now to Scala. He goes up and under, missed the shot, but draw the contact, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. It's all those back cuts that have been kind of killing Fertile-Beltrami in this game. And Boston, they're so good at running their offense that it frustrates you as a defense, and you want to jump that pass, and well, next thing you know, you give up a backdoor for two. We've seen it many times in this game. Free throw here, rims in. For Scala, hit the front of the rim, off the backboard and in. He's got 21 in the game now, and Carson Bushy right back out again. So I'm surprised they even brought him in. He's clearly not 100%. And
yep, just let him walk on the sideline and do that the rest of the game. You lead by 22.
Yeah, no, unless he's saying he wants to come back in, which very well could be the case.
But again, you're the coach and say, no, you're not going.
Well, you're absolutely right. And they got, with the way this one's going, more than likely a section championship to get prepared for, as this one out of bounds off of Fosston. Well, Fertile-Beltrami, they hit the game winner against Cass Lake Bena. You just, you never know with this team, as Nowaki's going to check back in for Stoltman. And we've seen over the years at every level, no lead ever seems to be safe, so Greyhound's going to want to finish this one off strong, kind of kill any hope that the Falcons may have. Nowaki attacks baseline back up to Sorensen. Sorensen, a really good shooter, has not really been able to attempt any threes in this game. There's the backdoor cut to him. He gets it, reverse layup with the right, missed it, and a rebound for sophomore Isaiah Wright. And as he put it back up, I think he got the foul call, so Isaiah Wright will head to the line and shoot a pair. He's been a little bit more aggressive here in this second half. Averages just 6.4 points per game. He's had 5 points in the second half. And here's the free throw. I don't think he scored against Cass Lake Bena. He misses the first here. I take that back. He had the one free throw against the Panthers in their quarterfinal victory. He'll shoot the second free throw. That's an 0 for 2 trip as that grazes the front of the rim. So empty possession there. That's the second time they've gone 0 for 2 at the line. They're 2 of 6 in the game now. And that's just not going to get it done. Here's Colin Norland. He will dribble with the right to the wing. Goes over to Hudson Bushy off the bounce. Aaron Norland. You got Norlands, Bushies. Got to say their full names so we know who we're talking about. Here's Colin Norland with it now. Left-handed dribble over to Aaron Norland now. Swemby on him. Well, he just lets him go. Oh, he got drilled there by Hansen. Passed it off. Colin Norland gets it back. And now Scala with it in the corner. 22-point lead as we approach 8 minutes to go. They continue to drain the clock a little bit here in this second half. This pass off to Scala. He'll attack off the right, and he lost it as, well, Hansen tried to draw a charge. If anything, that was more of a flop as this one goes out of bounds. 8 minutes to go exactly. A couple subs in for the Greyhounds. Tice back in with the 3 fouls, and for the first time today, Fosston is going to get number 40, Anthony Carlin, the senior, into the game. As they've officially played 8 guys now, which is what we kind of expected coming into this one for them. That's usually what their rotation consists of. And Fertile-Beltrami, no surprise, have only played their typical 7. And Sorensen jumps a pass for a steal here as they got a little too methodical. He's backing down Norland to the rim, missed the layup, and Aaron Norland has the rebound. Wow, just another example. Things have not gone Fertile-Beltrami's way here tonight. And now Tice almost had it poked away from behind. Got it to Aaron Norland. He'll bounce one inside, and the layup by Scala is good for 2 more. And it's 62-38 Greyhounds. 24 for the senior. Here is Swenby. 16 in the game for him. We get a foul here on Carlin, so that'll be the 4th team foul on the Greyhounds with 7:19 to go. And the senior, Van den Eyde, going to come back into the game as Hansen will sub back out. It'll be Swenby inbounding here. The Greyhounds, they beat the Falcons by 5 and 13 in their 2 matchups in the regular season. Sorensen will head to the free throw line as he attacked in and drew the foul. And honestly, I think it would have been a much closer game right from the get-go tonight had they not come out and literally shot lights out right away. You know, it was like cattle prod. It stunned Fertile-Beltrami a little bit, and they just weren't really able to recover, it seemed like, for the first 10 minutes of the game. Free throw good for Sorensen. Since then, they've actually done a pretty good job of battling back and staying in it, especially here in the second half. But they only got 7-11 to overcome a 23-point deficit. Make it 22 now as both free throws good for Sorensen. They'll pick up full court. Tice will dribble up from right to left. Crossover at the half-court line. Inside here to Carlin. Back out to Tice in the corner. Oh, wide open is the senior. He gets fouled by Wright as Wright almost jumped straight over the top of him as he fell for the shot fake. And thankfully came down unharmed.
Well, Carlin, he had a beautiful pump fake there, and Wright fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And Wright can leap, and he showed it off there because he almost jumped over Carlin. But now Carlin will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
He missed the first one. Wright, a very good football player. And it's just a sophomore, so they'll get a couple more years of him for Fertile-Beltrami. Second free throw also no good, so 0 for 2 trip, but an offensive rebound as Tice tracks it down. So the Greyhounds will keep possession as they work it around the perimeter. Tice goes over to Aaron Norland, who finds Colin Norland on the right wing. And Swenby went for the steal, so now it's a 5-on-4 as he's got to get back into the play. Inside, beautiful ball movement, Tice lays it in for 2. Now they've had great passing all game long. And Tice on the other end of that one, once again, he's up to 18. 42 for him and Scala combined. Swenby gets a 3 to drop. They'll fix the net, as again, we talked about that earlier. That's been a problem all game and in the warm-ups. But the 3 goes for Swenby. 64-43 is our score. It's his 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 19 points now. Here's Tice. He'll go around the junior and get a foul call, so that'll send him to the line, actually, as that's going to be the 7th team foul on the Falcons. So 1-1 coming up here for the Greyhounds. They'll shoot bonus the rest of the way for the final 6:19 of the game. Per Swenby, his 3rd, so he's only got 1 more to give before he would foul out. So Tice ready to shoot the 1-1, and it's good. Makes it 65-43. As he gets ready to fire up the second shot. Is there an interview playing down court level? It's not. It's not up here. As both free throws good for Tice. As Nowacki fires a three from the top of the key, it's good.
Well, Fertile-Beltrami going to need a lot more of that coming up here with 6 minutes remaining. They trail now again by 20, 66-46.
With under 6 minutes to go. Tice with the crossover up to Colin Norland. Goes back over to Tice, and again, they're no hurry whatsoever. Backdoor cut here to Aaron Norland. He'll stop, pull it back out. No shot clock, so you don't have to worry about that. Fertile-Beltrami's going to have to get up in their face and try and get the ball back as soon as possible. Again, if you want to overcome a 20-point deficit, and Swenby picked up foul number 4 trying to do just that. So they'll play the rest of the game right now with 4 fouls, 1 more, and that'll be it for the junior. Another 1-and-1 coming for Fosston.
Well, and Swenby, really no choice. You got to be aggressive and try to get those steals, because if you don't and they work the ball around 30 seconds to a minute every time, you have no chance of coming back.
Just want to make sure he's not the one that fouls next time now with the 4. Is the free throw up and in for Colin Norland.
Yeah, now he's not going to be able to be aggressive for the rest of the game.
And I think Sorensen has the 3 as well. And those are 2 guys that can really shoot you back into the game quickly. So got to be careful with those 2. Norland 1-for-2 trip. You'll take that if you're Fertile-Beltrami. You'll give up 1 point at the line every time. As they come back on this end, they got to score pretty much every time down the court this way. So Emby does just that as he pulls up for 3. And it's an 18-point game, and that's exactly why he can't afford to pick up foul number 5. They trap in the corner, pass up to Colin Norland, running up the far sideline over to Tice. He'll stop in the front court, dribble it around a little bit. Nowacki defending there, comes over to Colin Norland, back to Tice. He'll find the wide open Carline inside, and he lays it in for 2 more. Another uncontested layup underneath. They've had plenty of those as this game has gone along here tonight. Under 5 minutes. Nowacki, he'll let the 3 fly. Why not? It's short. And the rebound fought for. Aaron Norland saved it, but Isaiah Wright has it. He goes to Van Ace. Swenby's open for 3. In and out. It hit the front of the rim, rolled off. Isaiah Wright, the rebound. He got fouled going back up. I'm really impressed with Isaiah Wright. And he's got a couple of rebounds here in the second half. And he gets rewarded with 2 more free throws.
Yeah, he's getting after it. Good hustle. He's the one that tracked down that loose ball over on the sideline. And then he grabs the offensive rebound with showed his good leaping ability there, and misses the first free throw, a little short.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 at the line now. Got to work on that free throw as he's off the mark there, so 0 for 4.
Shooting very tentative, and understandably so as a sophomore in a big game and in a huge arena.
And it's really filling up. And again, we have the second game coming up, but from the very start, it's been a great crowd on hand. You know, they don't play in games like this any given night by any means. Here's Colin Norland with it, and again, Nowacki on him. They'll have 1 more 1-and-1 with 18 fouls right now. I'm surprised that could have been a 5-second call. They were making him work around, but he got it off just in time. He gets it back. Colin Norland on the right. He'll dribble back over to the middle, go to Aaron Norland. Here comes the double. Sorensen and Nowacki doubling. They get it to the other sideline. Scala goes back up top with it. They reverse it the other way. Tice has it inside, and that should have been a travel. They didn't get the call, though. Aaron Norland has it. He'll dribble it back out. 3:50 to go. And again, they've already taken 40 seconds on this trip. And Fertile-Beltrami has not been able to get a foul, get the ball back. More precious seconds going off. Inside, Carline goes back out with that one. Aaron Norland, Nowacki on him still. They tap around from behind, but he tracks it down. There comes the double again. Now back to Aaron Norland. 3:30 to play. Goes to Colin Norland the other way. It's a 69-49 Fosston lead. Tice going to the rim, dishes it, and they go back up top once again. As the Greyhounds fans clapping, liking what they're seeing. Now they attack in, and Tice scores. So they take 80 seconds off the clock, and then Tice is able to lay it up and in for 2. That could be the official dagger right there for Fertile-Beltrami, the backbreaker, if you will. 71-49, Swenby fouled, and that will put him at the free throw line, as that will be the 17th foul on the Greyhounds. So 1-and-1 for Caden Swenby, a pretty good free throw shooter. Hansen will come in for Wright. Swenby on the year. 129 of 165 at the line. So he fires this one up and good. So he'll get ready to shoot his second one. It's Fosston. Gonna get Scala out of the game.
I think Coach Hemberger's probably going to look at getting his starters out one at a time to get nice applauses.
As they deserve. A little curtain call for each one of them. With just under 3 minutes to go, Swemby did make that second one, 71-51. It doesn't take away from what Fertile did this year. The win over Cass Lake will stick out. You get to the subsection championship. You're a 22-win team. Great season as Carlin underneath lays it up and in for two. Two more for him inside. It's not the way you want it to end by any means if you're the Falcons, but a great season nonetheless. So here is Swemby on the right. He'll jab step, go over to the left, and that'll be a moving screen on Vanden Eide, so that'll send it the other way. 2:26 to go. Easton Petrie going to come into the game. And this will be senior Ryan Vanden Eide getting his curtain call for Fertile-Beltrami. He was the only reason why they're in this game with his game winner against Cass Lake Bena in the quarterfinals, and the Falcons fans standing on their feet giving him a round of applause as he high-fives all of his teammates. And it looks like a couple more are going to come in here pretty quickly as well as they'll start to empty out the bench. Underneath, another easy two for the Greyhounds, 75-51 now. They continue to pour it on a little bit. 2 minutes to go. Sorensen thought about the shot. Goes up top to Swemby. Little step back three. Tough shot, and he hit it. Big time shot there by Swemby. He's up to 27 now here in this game. A trap here, and a foul going to be called. We'll send Colin Norland to the line to shoot a, two-shot foul, as that was the team foul number 10 for Fertile-Beltrami. And Fertile-Beltrami will get all of their guys off. It looks like Fosston will get all of their guys off as well here. And both fans on their feet to applaud the seniors, the players, on their game tonight. So for Fertile-Beltrami, a lot of different guys coming in. Briar Strem is into the game. You've got Cody Opdahl out there as well. Stoltman's back in there. He's played a little bit tonight. Petrie's in there as well. And then Ivanov in there as well for Fertile-Beltrami. So those are their five. Fosston, here's Norland shooting the free throw. They're going to get somebody in for him once he's able to hit this second one, let's say.
You say Opdahl, and first thing I think of?
Opdahl Donuts?
Yes.
You're not the only one.
Makes me hungry.
Not the only one. As the free throw off the mark, rebound here. As Fertile-Beltrami up ahead, Stoltman's going to play the point. And Fosston haven't really been able to see some of their numbers yet as far as who's out there, but we'll get them here as we play on. Opdahl had it poked away. He's going to go to the free throw line, though, as they got a foul there on Dupong. So Ryan Dupong is out there. Norland will come out, get a round of applause. Great game for him. Other guys out there for Fosston, Ethan Gray, Gavin Gray are both out there. And I believe Kelton Gray as well. So the three Grays all out there at the same time for Fosston. Also, Will Christian, he's the other one out there. Free throw in and out for Opdahl, so we can't get that one to go. 76-54. Fertile-Beltrami seeing their season come to a close. Here is Kelton Gray up top to Christian as they work it around. And Fosston, they'll await the winner of our next game. Sacred Heart Warren-Alvarado-Oslo for the section or subsection title on the west side of the bracket. So we're going to get free throws here for Christian as he drew a foul. So he will head to the line and shoot a two-shot foul. 1:12 to go. Free throw is up and off the front of the rim, no good. And now another sub for the Greyhounds as they're going to try and get everybody a chance to play. Hockey into the game. And it looks like they also got Trevor Vig into the game as well. 0 for 2 trip for Christian, so he can't cash in on that chance to score. Fertile-Beltrami, an opportunity now on this end with a minute to go. Here's Petrie. They work it around. 3 on the way. That's a little short there on the shot from the corner. And taking that one there for Fertile-Beltrami was Hema. Colby Hema into the game. Underneath, reverse layup. Oh, he missed it. Oh, another miss All these kids thinking, oh, I get a chance to score in the section semifinals. None of them can get it in there, though.
That's what I like to see. I like to see the kids shooting. You don't, no matter what the score is, when both benches are cleared,
oh yeah,
you try to get your shots in.
Absolutely.
And nobody's going to blame you, and if anybody does, don't worry about it.
Yeah, nobody's saying they're running up the score by any means.
Yep. You try to get these guys a basket, one that they might not forget.
Absolutely. Stolman over to Opdahl. He'll go over here to Strem off the bounce. 28 seconds left. This could be the last offensive possession for Fertile-Beltrami. Here is Petrie. He'll let the three fly. Easton Petrie missed a short rebound for the Greyhounds, and now with 19, they'll dribble up into the front court. And the Fosston Greyhounds, 10 seconds. Oh, they'll let the three fly. That's off the mark. Rebound for Strem with 5. And the Fosston Greyhounds will be heading to the Section 8A Championship on Friday night. They beat Fertile-Beltrami by a score of 76 to 54, going coast to coast. The only lead Fertile-Beltrami had was 2-0, and then it was all Greyhounds the rest of the way. As they get the win and the East Subsection Championship, they move to 25-5 on the year. And Fertile-Beltrami, they see their season come to a close with a final record of 22-7. So it'll be a very brief post-game show as we'll need to get ready for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Sacred Heart in the West Subsection Championship. That'll be coming up here from the Ralph. 7:45 tip-off. I doubt they would move that up, even though we ended early. So
they have the award presentation for the subsection championship, and so that'll take a few minutes here. And there's no net cutting.
Well, I'm not sure where Fertile-Beltrami's going. I don't think they realize that they got to get their runner up there. They're not going to accept it, I guess. They're and now they're yelling at them, saying, "Hey, got to get back here." So we'll keep it here for this.
I'll see if maybe I can grab a coach here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll have the presentation right now. See if we can talk with a coach as well.
Yeah, we'll
do that afterwards really briefly. And
we'll just get quick comments.
So they're going to get Fertile-Beltrami right now. Is Sorensen number 2. They'll go in numerical order. He's going right now to get his medal. So again, a pretty good year for Fertile-Beltrami. 22-7, nothing to be ashamed of by any means.
Only one senior in the roster.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So it's you lose Vandenheide, which is the bad news, but the good news is everybody's coming back. So you'd have to think Fertile-Beltrami going to be one of the favorites early on next year.
Absolutely. It's kind of the opposite of Fosston. They have 5 seniors that start. 7 of the 8 that play are seniors. So.
Well, and you said it early in, I think it was the pregame show early in the game, you win with seniors.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, well, no matter what sport it is, when you have that senior leadership, it's sort of do or die time for them. It's their only shot left. And, well, you saw Fosston came out strong, and they looked like they were senior dominated.
Well, it's all guys that were here last year and lost to Cass Lake Bena as well, and they remember what that felt like.
Yep.
And they're on a mission right now. And whoever it is, whether it's Sacred Heart or Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they'll have their hands full on Friday night. So, yeah. Vandenheide getting his medal right now, and again, the only senior on the roster, and he's been a fun one to watch, whether it's football, basketball. Great kid. Got a chance to talk to him after his game winner the other day. Super nice kid. Certainly wish him the best moving forward, whatever he does.
And he made a shot he will never forget.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a very popular one on YouTube as well.
I was surprised. I asked him, I was like, where's this rank? And he goes, oh, it's either 1 or 2. I'm thinking, what could possibly be better than that? He never told me, but to have a moment like that's pretty special.
Well, playing in a state championship football game, probably that's got to rank up there.
Yeah, he's a big part of that team as well, and the one that made it back there as well the following year, this past fall. So the captain's going to come up and get their trophy right now. Swenby, Sorensen, and Vandenheide going to do that. Again, Fosston wins it 76-54. Fertile-Beltrami.
The Falcon fans give a nice round of applause to Vandenheide, who raises the second place trophy up, and nice job by the Fertile-Beltrami fans. Came out in full force again.
Yeah, they always do. They always do, that is for sure. Now it's the Greyhounds' turn to celebrate. And, well, it looks like Chris is going to get Coach Steffes, so we'll send it back down to him.
Well, we are going to talk with Coach Neil Steffes. Coach, obviously a tough start to the game.
Yeah, we didn't play very good in the first half, and, they made every shot. We didn't defend very well, and we didn't make a shot. And, if you're not going to make any shots and you don't defend, you're not going to, do very well. And unfortunately, they came out ready to play, and we apparently did not.
You ran into, I think, to a team that is senior dominated, and that I think might have showed they came out with a purpose.
Yeah, they did, and they've had this group starting since freshman year, and you could tell that they were experienced, but our kids are experienced too. We've got a couple kids there too, but like I said, the biggest difference was they played harder than we did, and it showed. To give my kids a little credit, they played hard, battled in the second half, and had we played that hard in the first half, it might have been a little different game.
And I know it stings right now, it hurts right now, but just another fantastic season for your team.
Yeah, we did. We lost, a lot of seniors last year and played a lot of new guys, and it was another good season, but this is getting old. This is the 6th year in a row we played in this game, and we've lost them all. And it's great to have those seasons, but it'd also be nice to win one here and there. But the kids played hard. We had a good year, and the nice thing is we got majority of these kids back next year. So hopefully they see what is in front of them and they work hard, and maybe we can get back again next year.
The bad news is you lose Van Den Heide, who obviously had a huge basket in the last game, and just a great senior leader for you.
Yeah, he's been really good this year. He's the only senior we have, and we're just really proud of him. He, hopefully the other kids, paid attention and learned some lessons from him and how to lead and be a good leader. And he was really good for us, and he's going to be dearly missed next year. But we feel we've got some good young players that can step into his role, and hopefully they'll step up, and we can like you said, have another good year next year.
And the good news is you have everybody else coming back, and as he said, should have another solid team next year, and maybe get that monkey off the back and winning a semi.
Well, yeah, but we got a lot of good teams in our section. Cass Lake obviously is going to be good again next year. Ada Borup's got a lot of players returning. The Frees are good. Sacred Heart is good. There's a lot of good teams, and we've got some good players coming back. But if you don't work in the summertime, then it is what it is.
Coach, congratulations on a great season, and enjoy the off season. Well, track has already started, hasn't it?
Yeah, and we'll take a little time off. So it'll be okay.
Coach, thanks again, and always a pleasure talking with you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Back to you, Wyatt.
Alrighty, that was the coach for Beltrami, Neil Steffes. We'll take our final break here, just a quick 3-minute break. We'll come back, recap our final thoughts after that here on the postgame show. As again, Fosston wins 76-54. We'll be back from the Ralph and wrap it up right after this.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball, baseball,
track and field,
soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf, volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra, band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Fosston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Fosston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Here from Ralph Engelstad Arena, our next game between Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Sacred Hearts coming up next as the two teams are out for warm-ups. Chris Fee will have the call for that. Again, the final score, Fosston beats Fertile-Beltrami for the East Subsection Championship, 76-54. We'll have all the scores along with the stats, pictures, and whatnot on our website at KROXAM.com, so be looking there for that. And stay tuned on our live stream and as well to KROX Radio for this next game between the Sacred Heart Eagles and the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies. Should be a dandy of a game. The winner will take on Fosston on Friday night. For Bo Melby and for, Chris Fee, this is Weimerl signing off on the radio. Just keep it here. The stream will stay up, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes or so, and we will have the pregame show starting for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Sacred Heart, and after the outro plays for the people listening on the radio, you may get a little bit of music, but then we'll be right back as well shortly after that. So this has been Fertile-Beltrami boys basketball in the Section 8A tournament on KROX, and the KROX live stream. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Sacred Heart is coming up next.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean and Mike a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. That's 281-1178. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. Please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin Headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. The Lake Town way of life is appealing to so many people.
We've got a thriving school system, coffee shops, breweries, restaurants, and hockey is the hub of our community. We're probably the last place left in Minnesota where hockey is actually free.
The way Marvin supports the town supports Marvin is awesome.
There's opportunities for you, work hard, self-educate. The sky's the limit here at Marvin.
In an ever-growing, changing world, you build on memories and look to the future. We turn dreams into opportunities, challenges into achievements. We evolve with you. To build, plan, finance, and protect your future.
Play it, Brave.
Maralt's Home Furnishings in Fosston is your appliance, furniture, electronic, and flooring expert. They're proud to have served Fosston and the surrounding area for over 50 years. They're committed to offering you top-name brands like Whirlpool, FlexSteel, Spring Air, and Congolium for kitchen and laundry appliances, bedroom and living room furniture, flooring, and mattresses. Come in and experience personalized one-on-one service by their exceptional sales staff and meet new owners Mike and Michelle Kerfman. Create your perfect home at your one-stop shop where they sell the best Maralt's Home Furnishings in downtown Fosston. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston has a little bit of everything, and they provide great hometown service. You can have your prescriptions filled and delivered to your home or go through the drive-through window for quick pickups. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts also has a very nice selection of gift items for any occasion, including a variety of home decor, toys, kitchen items, personal care products, and a nice assortment of apparel. Stop in and see all the great merchandise they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 3, and closed on Sundays. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Fosston. Stop by Lapeer Oil Company East and West in Fosston and fill your vehicle up. They carry Marathon gasoline and diesel. Feeling a little hungry? Check out their specials and their deli. Monday and Friday, they offer daily soups. Tuesday and Thursday specials is tacos. On Wednesday, stop in at Lapeer Oil Company and enjoy a fantastic pizza buffet. Check Lapeer Oil Company's Facebook page to get updates on all their specials. Headed to the lake to go fishing? They carry a nice selection of bait as well. Lapeer Oil Company East and West in Fosston would like to wish area teams best of luck.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Thanks for tuning in as we have
Section 8A boys basketball semifinal action. It's the Sacred Heart Eagles taking on the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies for the rights to take on the Fosston Greyhounds in the Section 8A championship Friday night at 7 o'clock. A game you can hear on KROX radio and also watch on the KROX video stream. We will take a break. We'll be back and have Coach Christian Erickson, his pregame comments of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies. That's going to be coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
Ralph's Home Furnishings in Fosston is your appliance.
Better outdoor cooking experience begins today at Home of Economy. Halo Cooking products deliver everything from cordless wood-fired grilling to windproof griddles. Or how about pizza in just 5 minutes? See for yourself at Home of Economy.
When there's work to be done, water and mud can't stand in your way. So plow right through in a pair of muck boots from Home of Economy. Made from neoprene and heavy-duty rubber, muck boots are designed for total comfort with a snug fit and built-in arch support.
Phil Vagno, Coldwell Banker, Forks Real Estate. He's been part of the Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, and surrounding communities for over 60 years. Phil's a proud supporter of high school sports and especially Sacred Heart Athletics, and also a proud proponent of real estate investments. Let Phil be a calming voice in the crazy world of real estate. Give him a call so he can help you out. All he asks is you give him a chance. Phil Vagno, Coldwell Banker, Forks Real Estate, 218-693-1062. Online, forksrealestate.com. Thank you and good luck, Eagles.
Varnish Real Estate Team. Let's team up. Varnish Real Estate Team.
It's the team that's ready to bring you home. Keller Williams Inspire Realty Vanish Real Estate Team. When buying or selling real estate, it begins with a call to the experienced Vanish Real Estate Team. Home listings up and down the valley, Fargo to West Fargo, Grand Forks to East Grand Forks, from Devil's Lake to Crookston, Thief River Falls to Grafton, and all points in between. 218-791-4510, VanishRealEstateTeam.com.
North Valley Health Center in Warren is committed to providing compassionate, high-quality care to the communities of Northwest Minnesota. They are proud to offer a wide variety of services including diagnostic imaging and laboratory services, physical therapy, cardiology, 24/7 emergency services, clinic services, and much, much more. Visit northvalleyhealth.org, find them on Facebook, or call 218-745-4211 to schedule your next appointment. North Valley Health Center wishes all area athletes a great season. NVHC is an equal opportunity provider.
Hi, my name is Dayton, and I'd like to welcome you to the all-new Rydell Toyota Grand Forks. Let me show you around. Our first stop is the sales showroom, where our friendly sales consultants and product geniuses are here to help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Our sales team is here to help you make a wise choice, and they're paid based on how satisfied you are, not how much you spend or even what vehicle you choose. All of us here at the new Rydell Toyota would like to welcome you to stop by and say hi.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as
we talk with the head coach of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, Coach Erickson. And Coach, you're coming in and off a quarterfinal win and played a solid game. And I don't want to say win easily, but you're able to have a pretty nice-sized lead going into the final minutes, and I'm sure you were pretty happy with that.
Yeah, easy wouldn't be the right word. The freeze, they're never easy, but yeah, we played a really nice game all the way around. So I was really happy with the effort.
As you said, all around offensively, I thought you had a lot of solid possessions, worked the ball around, and got some good looks.
Yeah, offensively we were patient and unselfish. Off the top of my head, I think we had 4 in double figures. With probably the 5th guy not too far behind, because that's kind of been the story all year long, that we're balanced. And you know what, the Freeze, they paid a lot of attention to Winteravage and Mortimer for us to try to slow them down, specifically inside, giving help and digging down and helping inside, and that really opened up the driving lanes and shooting opportunities for our guys on the perimeter, and we just took what they gave us and played a nice game offensively.
You get ready to take on a familiar opponent in Sacred Heart, a team that you saw twice during the regular season, and what do you remember from those 2 games?
I remember losing twice. They got a really, really nice team. They're long and they're physical and athletic. Defensively, they gave us fits where, you think you might be open, but that length just creeps in on you a little bit faster than you expect it to, and you get into the paint and you're gonna try to finish in there, and all of a sudden you got 6'3", 6'4", and 6'4" staring at you in there, and they're a really, really solid defensive ball club.
And as you get ready offensively, what do you have to do against Sacred Heart tonight?
A lot of the same things we did the other night. I feel like that the first couple times we played Sacred Heart, maybe we weren't as aggressive as we need to be. Trying to penetrate the paint, gets post touches and off the dribble. Both of them, when we get touches in there, it's been really good offense for us. Whether it's Winterovich or Mortimer getting a touch inside. Teams got to, the defense has got to turn their head and look and give those guys some attention and dig down, and that opens up things on the perimeter. And then when that starts happening, we got shooting opportunities and driving lanes that open up. And so I think we got to win the paint. We got to get paint touches tonight.
How about defensively? What do you have to do?
They crash the boards really, really well. So we got to keep them off the glass, and then they shoot it so well that we got to defend the 3-point line, and part of that is we got to be able to defend the ball one on one. You're gonna have to help sometimes, but more often than not, we got to be able to guard our man, guard our yard, and handle him one on one. Because you start requiring help, and you just get into help and scramble situations, and they're a really skilled passing team. They're gonna find their shooters. And then when they find their shooters, those guys are really, really deadly. So we got to be able to keep the ball out of the paint tonight.
Well, Coach, congratulations on getting to the semifinals and the Final Four, and best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks. Should be a fun one.
That is the head coach of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, Coach Christian Eriksson, and we thank him for talking with us here in the pregame show. We had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Destry Sterkel. He is, his team is the defending section champions, and they're looking to get back to the section championship game with a win here over Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. We'll hear from Coach Sterkel. That'll be coming up next as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
Fix it, do it, remodel it, and improve it with the help of Crookston Hardware Hank. They have everything you need from electrical to plumbing supplies, paint, stain, and paint supplies, power and hand tools, housewares, and things to fix up and clean up. Crookston Hardware Hank carries seasonal items, shovels, rakes, grills, bird feeders, bird seed, pet food, and much more. For home projects, repairs, and more, shop Crookston Hardware Hank, University Avenue in Crookston.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank Hardware Hank.
Happy Joe's in Crookston has some grand news. Our buffet is back. Come grab all your favorites, including our pizza, pasta, and breadsticks, plus more. Buffet is open 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Happy Joe's. Good times to be together.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Well, for those listening on the radio, not quite sure what's going on. We're unable to play the ads there, so we'll try to figure that out and get that going. But we do have Coach Destry Sterkel and his pregame comments as his Sacred Heart Eagles looking to get back to the section championship game for the second straight year. Here is his pregame comments. Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Destry Sterkel. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on making it to the semifinals, back to the semifinals. And let's first talk about your game. You're able to take care of business. We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Destry Sterkel. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on making it to the semifinals, back to the semifinals. And let's first talk about your game. You're able to take care of business and I'll pick up a nice win.
Yeah, Monday night we played really well, start to finish, and we kind of talked about it, have a quick start and just be sharp on both ends, and we sure will, or sure was. Really complete job. Thought everyone played well, even balance on the scoring. Would really love to replicate something like that again tonight. One day prep, and it's going to be a heck of a battle with Warren.
Defensively, as you said, it was a very solid effort. They had a couple players that were able to do pretty much all of their scoring, but you're able to shut everybody else down, and that was big.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, averages are averages. It means that player's probably going to get that, and you just got to make them work for it. And I think Jones and Ryclock really had to work for their 22 points apiece. They were pretty exhausted, and then we did a good job of stopping the others. And, you know, we got to be able to play some good defense tonight. And games like these, postseason, I think it just really boils down to rebounding. We can't just give up a bunch of offensive rebounds. We got to, you know, we call them one-shot stops. You know, they're going to get one shot off at the most, and hopefully we clean the boards and get going the other way.
You get ready to take on Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, a team that you saw a couple times during the regular season, and what were you happy with from your team in those two games?
Well, going 2-0 is a start. You know, between the two of us, I think we're kind of a carbon copy of one another. We're unselfish. We have shooters, got a couple good post players. And you gotta be true to yourself. You can't just say focus on Mortimer and we'll win the game. I mean, all the guys that they play can hurt us. So I mean, you gotta it's all about winning your matchup. You know, our third, fourth, fifth guy, they got to defend and they got to play well on the other end. But happy with the way we've executed and handled their long zone. They're long and big guys, and we've handled their zone and their pressure, and got to do it again tonight.
What do you have to do defensively against Warren-Alvarado-Oslo?
We got to win the paint. We can't let Jackson get a bunch of easy looks, and then we got to contest all shots. So we got to be able to play on-ball defense. We can't let, Tyson dribble, throw a drift pass to a wide-open guy, Pierce in the corner and expect to win the game. So we got to cut off the drive, one-on-one. Can't be as much help side, and hopefully we keep the ball in front of us. And then, like I said all year, rebound, rebound, rebound.
And that's the key, as you said, if you can only limit them to one shot on an offensive possession, that's going to be huge in this game.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways. I think whichever team, rebounds the ball on the offensive end and gets some easy points, they're probably going to come out as the one that wins. Just real excited, though. Real excited for our guys, excited for Warren's guys. I mean, this is Coach Erickson's done a heck of a job. He's turned that program around. They compete, they play hard, and the best of all, I mean, they have fun. Just like our guys, we compete, play hard, and we have fun. And then I think as long as both teams doing that, win or lose, both Coach Erickson and myself can walk out with our heads up high.
Can you narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Sacred Heart victory tonight?
Yeah, we got to limit our turnovers if they get in that 1-3-1 press or trap on the offensive, their defensive end. So we can't turn the ball over. We got to trust one another, and then we got to rebound.
And I should mention the team looks pretty sharp with the suits on, and they're dressed to impress, that's for sure.
Yeah, they like to do that once a week throughout the year. They look good, and it's fun. They have fun with it, and they enjoy one another. So it's a joy to come to work every day with this group.
Well, Coach, congratulations on getting back to the semifinals, and best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
And that is the head coach of the Sacred Heart Eagles, Coach Destry Sterkel. And we'll be back. We'll have the starting lineups. That's going to be coming up next here on the KROX video stream and KROX radio.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The ads playing, but we'll get to that hopefully here soon. And we will have, it's won't quite take and we'll take a look at the starting lineups now as the Sacred Heart Eagles. They are coached by Destry Sterkel. They're going to go like this. They will start Josiah Sunby, a 5'5 junior. Parker Erickson, a 6'3 sophomore. Breck Bloom, a 6'1 senior. Ethan Arnston, a 6'3 senior. And Landon Denny, a 6'5 senior. It'll be Sunby, Erickson, Bloom, Arnson, and Denny, the starting 5 for the Sacred Heart Eagles. For the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, they will start like this. It'll be Tyson Mortimer, a 6'3 senior. Nathan Sedlacek, a 6'2 senior. Braley Schroeder, a 6' senior. Jackson Winarovich, a 6'6 senior. And Caden Pierce, a 6'2 sophomore. It'll be Mortimer, Sedlacek, Schroeder, also Winarovich and Pierce, the starting 5 for the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies. They're coached by Christian Erickson. And we are about ready to get underway here at the Ralph Engelstedt Arena in Thief River Falls. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they're in their white uniforms with the orange numbers, black trim. Sacred Heart in their black uniforms with the purple numbers and yellow trim. And we're just moments away from the opening tip. So we have Brad Siliuson, Mike Gollingsrud, and Chris Nelson, the officials here this evening. And we're ready to go. Wyatt Morrell, he's down, courtside. Any words, Wyatt?
The atmosphere is incredible, as should be expected.
Oh, it's going to be Denny jumping against Winorovich. They have Denny listed at 6'5", but he looks like he's about 6'6", the same as Winorovich, and Winorovich gets up quicker. He gets the tap, and it's a quick three by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, and Schroeder doesn't waste any time as he fires one up from the left wing. It's off the mark. Sacred Heart with the rebound. They're going right to left again. Parker Erickson with the ball, leaves a pass off over to Sundby. Sundby gets it back, now inside to Denny, kicks it back to Sundby. Sundby with a three, far sideline, short off the front of the rim, and the rebound ripped down by Pierce for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. He'll speed into the front court, up to the top of the key. Dumps a pass off left wing to Mortimer. He kicks it back over. Schroeder will drive in. A wide open pass to Sedlacek, and he leaves it back over to Pierce. Pierce inside the free throw line. Left hand shot, no good. Rebound, Sacred Heart. Pushing it up into the front court. It'll be Arnson. Arnson leaves it off right wing to Erickson. He'll dribble up to the top of the key. Leaves a pass off right wing over to Bloom. Back up to the top of the key. It'll go to Arnson. He lobs it inside to, Erickson gets it to Arnson. Now it goes inside to Denny. Back, and the pass is tipped away as they tried to get it. In the block was Denny. He did not look to even take a shot. He tried a bounce pass, and it was off the mark. It tipped away. Now Sundby knocks the ball away from Winorovich from behind. He'll speed into the front court. Leaves a pass over to the far corner. He left it, lobbed it, and Mortimer hustled back, and he gets the steal. Back and forth early on here. Both teams looking for their first points, and there it is. 16:24 remaining in the first half, and we have our first points on the basket by Winorovich. 2-0 lead for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Looks like the Ponies are in a 2-3 zone defense. Now a pass over to Bloom. His three-pointer off the back rim. A rebound grabbed by Denny. He leaves it out to Sundby in the near corner. Now a skip pass over to the right wing. It'll go off over to Arnson. Arnson leaves it to Erickson at the top of the key. Back to Arnson at the free throw line. Leaves it inside to Denny. Bounce pass back to Arnson. Free throw line, a pump fake, and then drives and has a shot blocked by Winorovich.
Yeah, that was a clean block there from Winorovich as he was able to just go up high, and the atmosphere is still incredible. I think Sacred Heart's having a tough time getting settled in here early on.
That defense early on by, 1-3-1 zone is what they're going with now, so mixing it up a bit. On the left wing with it is Sundby. Sundby leaves it back over to the right wing. A three-pointer's off the mark. Rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Landon Denny. So Denny called for the foul. That'll be his first personal, first team foul, and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading 2-0. They'll have the ball with 15.5 minutes remaining in this first half just underway.
Well, Sacred Heart, a couple of good looks from deep. You got to be happy with that if you're Coach Sterkel. Just got to start knocking them down.
So bringing it up will be Mortimer. Leaves a pass off. Now it'll go over to the left wing. Back up to Mortimer, just inside the top of the key. At the free throw line. Leaves a pass to Pierce. Pierce drives in, leaves it back to Winorovich. Now up to Mortimer. Three-pointer, no good. Off the back rim. Rebound Pierce. Pierce for the Ponies. Kicks a pass out left wing. Now cutting in. Bounce pass from Sedlacek, goes to Schroeder. Schroeder back to Pierce. Pierce has the ball stolen away by Sundby. Sundby's going to go in for the layup. It's good. Sundby with the steal in the bucket, and we're tied at 2 apiece. First points with 14:49 remaining. Better late than never, as they say. Now a fadeaway jumper by Mortimer is off the side of the rim. Rebound, Sacred Heart. Bringing it up will be Sundby. He walks across the half-court line. Coach Sterkel yelling out the offensive instructions. Pass goes over. Top of the key. With it is Erickson. He'll leave it back to Sundby.
Sunby on the right wing, back up to the top of the key, pass inside, it'll go to Arnson. Arnson leaves it back over to Sunby. Sunby drives, behind the back, no luck pass to a wide open Bloom. His three is too strong. Rebound grabbed by Sedlacek. He'll leave it off over to Mortimer, and Mortimer brings it up. Top of the key, drives into the lane, leaves a pass to Winorovich, over to a wide open Schroeder. His three is off the mark. Rebound Denny for Sacred Heart. He hands it off to Sunby, and he'll bring it up into the front court. Up to the top of the key. Over to the right wing, dumps a pass off to Bloom, gets it back to Sunby. He'll dribble up just inside the half-court line, or the half-court circle in the three-point line. And now a shot put up, no good by Sacred Heart. Denny with the rebound, leaves it off, driving into the lane, and putting it in is Arnson. Arnson gives Sacred Heart a 4-2 lead, their first lead of the game. Good rebound, offensive rebound by Denny. 13.5 minutes remaining, just under that. Now a turnaround jumper inside. Sedlacek, his jumper hits off the back iron. Both teams, I think, a little extra excitement and energy as they're putting it up a little long. Now Sunby on the left wing, leaves a pass up. Top of the key to Erickson. Erickson gets it into the free throw line, working it around the perimeter now. Bloom leaves it just inside the free throw line to Arnson. His jumper is off the mark. Rebound, Winorovich for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. To Mortimer, now to Pierce. Pierce drives in, his layup is good. Pierce gets his first points. We're tied up at 4. We've been tied at 2 and now 4. 12:42 remaining in the game, or in the first half, excuse me. We're really fast forwarding this one. Sunby over to the near sideline with the ball. Pass goes off right wing. Looking around with it is Arnson, leaves it. Now he gets it back in the corner from Bloom. His three off the mark. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. We're tied at 4 apiece. 12:21 remaining in this first half of play.
I feel like we needed that whistle for everybody's sake. I mean, holy cow, we're flying along right now.
It is this first half cruising. We're almost 6 minutes into it, and I don't think we've had a stoppage or even a substitution. We haven't had a substitution. Now, speaking of that, we're going to have our first one at the next dead ball. Sunby on the left wing, three-pointer. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound, Winorovich. He dumps a pass out as he is falling backwards. It's grabbed by Sacred Heart. Putting up the jumper in the lane is Arnson. 6-4. Now Sacred Heart. Sunby steals the ball away. He has it on the right wing. Dribbles up to the top of the key. Leaves it to Bloom. Bloom cuts in. And he gets the ball knocked away. It's on the ground. Denny comes away with it. Leaves it out. Sunby. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Bloom on the near corner. Now out to Arnson. A three-pointer is good. A 9-4 lead for Sacred Heart. After the three-pointer by Arnson. And then coming right back will be Warren-Alvarado-Oslo as they make it a 9-6 deficit after the basket by Schroeder.
A great move by Schroeder to attack the rim, finish strong, and finally the lid's coming off the rim a little bit.
Well, you knew it would happen sooner or later. 11:04 remaining. Now a three fired up by Erickson. His shot off the mark. Rebound, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. With it is Schroeder. Leaves it up top of the key to Sedlacek. Now off to the right wing, it goes to Mortimer. Mortimer inside, turning around, Winorovich. His shot is swatted away by Denny. Picked up by Arnson. Arnson dribbles over to the far sideline. Leaves it to Sunby, right in front of the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo bench. Now inside, a pump fake, getting Winorovich in the air, putting up the shot, no good. Arnson, and then he's going to be called for the foul.
I know he didn't get that one to go, but he's really impressed me early on in this game, and just in general. I mean, he was on the team that made the state tournament a year ago, but he's a much more complete player this year. He went from a role player to one of their leaders, and it shows with the way he plays this year.
Well, another breath here for everybody. Denny will check out, as will Bloom. Bloom going to the inhaler, getting a little extra breath there. Checking into the game will be Greg Downs, the 6'5" sophomore. Also checking into the game, that was Mike Gapp for Sacred Heart. along the far sideline, cutting in the game. Schroeder leaves it off to Morley, who just checked in for the Ponies. He misses the bunny inside, and the rebound goes to Sacred Heart. So Dustin Morley into the game for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Replaces Winorovich. And also in the game for the Ponies is Adam McIntyre. Sacred Heart working it around the perimeter. Erickson with it, dribbles into the free throw line. A little floater, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Morley. So Morley with the rebound. Now to McIntyre with it, leaves a pass over to Schroeder, far sideline, up to Mortimer. Mortimer, crossover dribble, tried to attack, but he's cut off by Gap. Now leaves a pass over to Pierce, back to Mortimer, a long two-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound, Pierce puts it back up, rolls off the front of the rim, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Sacred Heart. Sunby speeds into the front court with the in-between the leg dribble, stops on the right wing, leaves a pass to Arntzen. Arntzen leaves it off over to Erickson near sideline. Lob pass back to Arntzen. A 2-3 defensive zone now for the Ponies as they continue to switch up the defensive looks, keeping Sacred Heart guessing. Now Sunby, no look pass over to Erickson. He pulls up, baseline jumper, too strong, rolls off the back rim. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, Mortimer, he was going to go with the long pass, but instead kept it. Now leaves a pass off to Pierce. He misses the layup off the front of the rim. Sunby, he'll speed into the front court with Sacred Heart leading 9-6. No look pass into the corner to Gap. His three missed everything. 8.5 minutes remaining. 9-6. Sacred Heart with the lead. And now Warren-Alvarado-Oslo wants a timeout. We'll keep it here during this timeout. 9-6. Sacred Heart with the lead. 8.5 minutes remaining in this first half of play. As we take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard updates in the 8 AA games. We can tell you in those, in the first game, it was Thief River Falls and Hawley, and it was Thief River Falls winning 66-65. And now Dilworth, Linden, Felton taking on Barnesville. So Thief River Falls advances to the championship at 7 on Friday night. They'll take on Barnesville or Dilworth, Linden, Felton.
Well, and by the way, I got a chance to see that final play. Hawley was going for the win on a layup, and there was a foul that was not called, and let's just say there was a lot of yelling and shouting. So I'll leave it at that.
And it wasn't because the team won. Well, I'm sure there was, but yeah, that's tough. Fosston beat Fertile-Beltrami, as you heard earlier here on KROX, and the video stream as well, 76-54. The winner of this game will take on Fertile-Beltrami, or excuse me, Fosston. Now it's Warren-Alvarado-Oslo after the timeout. Three-pointer hits off the front of the rim. The shooter's touch, that was a Sedlacek, and that ties it up at 9 apiece. 7:53 remaining. We're tied at 9. Sedlacek, the fourth Pony to score. Now pass for Sacred Heart is deflected, but Sunby's going to track it down. He zips a pass over to the right wing to Erickson. Erickson looking inside to Downs. Nothing there. Now does get it to Downs. He kicks it back to Erickson. A three-pointer right wing. That's off the front of the rim. Hits off the side of the rim. No good. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with the rebound. Just under 7.5 minutes remaining, first half of play. Driving in, pass goes out left wing to McIntyre. He cuts in, puts up the runner. No good. Rebound. Denny rips it down with a two-hand board. Gets it over to Sunby. Sunby behind the back dribble on the right wing. Now dumps it off, back over to the right wing to Erickson. Gets it back, now leaves it off left wing to Arntzen. Arntzen back up to Sunby at the top. Fakes a pass right, gets it back over to Arntzen. His three, that's off the mark. Hits the back rim, rebound. Grabbed by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. They'll bring it up, Mortimer. He stops at the top of the key. Greeted by Arntzen, drives into the lane. Left-hand layup, no good. Rebound Downs. He'll get it off. Sunby speeds into the front court, drives into the lane, puts it up off the glass. Good. Josiah Sunby with his fourth point of the game. 11-9. Sacred Heart with the lead. 6:33 remaining. Now with the ball is McIntyre for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Leaves it to Mortimer. Mortimer stops at the free throw line, kicks it back right wing over to McIntyre. McIntyre drives in, bounce pass off to Morley, and he lays it in for two. Nice play by McIntyre. And we're tied at 11 apiece. Back and forth we go. We've been tied at 2, 4, 9, and 11. Off the left wing, a pass to Arntzen. His three off the mark. Rebound, Downs puts it back in. Kept the rebound nice and high with the two-hand board. And it's a 13-11 lead for Sacred Heart with 5:55 remaining. The time of that basket. Winorovich comes right back, working on Denny. Gets the bucket and the foul. Nice quick spin move by Winorovich, and he'll be at the line where he's going to be shooting a free throw to try to convert the three-point play.
Well, as much as these teams like to shoot it, I do think the game's going to be one like we saw right there inside. Both teams starting to get a little something going near the rim. Whoever is stronger and tougher underneath in the interior is probably going to be the team that wins this game.
Well, we've had 4 ties at 2, 4, 9, and 11. We're tied now at 13, but Winorovich looking to give Warren-Alvarado-Oslo their first lead of the game. 5:48 left, first half. Winorovich, the free throw, good. A three-point play for Jackson, and it's a 14-13 lead for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. They lead by 1 for the first time in the game. Now at the top, Sundby for Sacred Heart. Leaves it off to Bloom, who just checked in during the last dead ball. Leaves it to Sundby, back up left wing. By the way, that's Isaac Sundby that's in the game, giving his older brother a breather. Pass back left wing, over to Arntzen, up to Sundby, now off to the right wing, Bloom. Inside to Downs. Downs turns around, leaves it back up top of the key. Now it goes into Gap. Gap kicks it up top of the key, left wing. Now back into Gap from Arntzen. He'll put up the shot short off the front of the rim. Rebound, Winorovich. Used his body, and Winorovich almost lost the ball. Regains control, leaves it off to Pierce, who will bring it up. Pierce kicks it off right wing. Now a pass. Winorovich tips it to himself. Now leaves a pass off. Stopping with a little pump fake to get the defender to go is Schroeder. He misses the 3. Rebound, though, grabbed by McIntyre. Bounce pass inside to Winorovich. Fadeaway jumper is good. Jackson Winorovich with his 7th point of the ball game. He has the last 5 points, and it's 16-13. Largest lead for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Now a steal for the Ponies. They'll push it up into the front court. With it is Schroeder. He leaves it offset Lachek. Up to the top of the key, McIntyre. McIntyre crossover dribble. Bounce pass over to Winorovich. Didn't really think about a 3 very long, just for a split second. Instead passes it off to Schroeder. And then Schroeder is fouled by Bloom. And Bloom comes up limping after the foul.
And they'll get Josiah Sundby and Parker Erickson back into the game. You can't afford to have both of them out for very long.
So at the line, Schroeder, his first free throw is good. Hits the front of the rim, back of the rim, the glass, and then rolls in. 4:09 remaining. First half of play, 17-13. The Ponies are on a 6-0 run. Schroeder looking to add 1 more point to this run. And he misses the second free throw. 17-13 the score. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading Sacred Heart. We are approaching 4 minutes left here in the first half. On the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Josiah Sundby leaves a pass up top of the key. Now it goes inside to Arntzen. Back over to Bloom. Now up to the top of the key. It'll go to Erickson. Back to Arntzen at the free throw line. He spins, gets it back. Top of the key. Solid defense here by the Ponies the entire game thus far. They've only given up 13 points with 3:34 remaining in the first half. That's fantastic. Sacred Heart, not too bad as well. They've only given up 17 points. Now Sundby with a wide open 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Mortimer with the rebound for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. He'll speed into the front court along the far sideline. He hits the brakes, guarded by Bloom. Leaves a pass to Winorovich. Now up to McIntyre. McIntyre leaves it off right wing. Now over to the near sideline. Pass goes inside to Mortimer. His turnaround jumper is good. Mortimer with the basket, and Coach Sterkel wants a timeout. 19-13 the score, 3:01 remaining in this first half of play. We'll be back on the KROX video stream right after this 1-minute timeout.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
So 3:01 remaining. First half, 19-13, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with the lead. All 5 starters have scored for the Ponies. After the timeout, Sacred Heart has the ball. Josiah Sunby dribbles off to the left wing. Now leaves it inside to Arnson. Arnson backs his way in. Now kicks a pass out to Sunby. Back up left wing. Over to Arnson. Arnson tried to dribble towards the free throw line. Leaves a pass to Erickson. Erickson dribbles over to the far sideline. Picks up the dribble. Leaves it to Arnson. He'll take a long 2. That's off the front of the rim. Well, Sacred Heart getting some good looks, but they're just not able to cash in. Now it's Mortimer at the top of the key. Backs his way in. Leaves a pass off right wing. Now up to Pierce. Pierce kicks it off over to Winorovich. He thought about the 3, but the 6'6 senior decides no. Now leaves a pass off. Driving into the lane. Getting a shot blocked is Sedlacek. And bringing up the ball will be Sacred Heart's Erickson. He leaves a pass to Arnson. Now over to Bloom. And Bloom has his three-pointer blocked by Sedlacek. 2:09 remaining, 19-13. It is an 8-0 run by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo.
Hungrier team right now. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder, and they're really feeding into this crowd right now.
And the Ponies, the difference is they're attacking. And Wyatt, you said that earlier. They're going to have to. The game's going to be won in the paint, and so far, winning that battle easily is Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. The Eagles have settled for a lot of jump shots. Now a pass over to the near sideline. Goes to Sunby on the left wing. Sunby dribbles up to the half-court circle, leaves a pass off right wing. The 1-3-1 defensive zone as they switch it up between the 2-3 and the 1-3-1. Arnson, a bounce pass inside. Turning around was Denny. He has the ball knocked away from behind by Schroeder. And it will still be Sacred Heart ball inbounding on the baseline underneath their own basket with 1:38 left first half. Lob pass goes up top of the key. The officiating here in the 8A quarterfinals, now semifinals, has been fantastic. We don't throw that compliment out very often to the officials. But they have been fantastic here in the 6 games. Now a pass over to Arnson. His 3 is good. There's an outside shot, the first of the game. And Arnson with his 7th point. And boy, did Sacred Heart need that. They trail 19-16. Now it's coming back Mortimer. He takes it strong to the basket. He is fouled. They're going to call it before the shot.
And just the 5th team foul, so one more to give. The Ponies, by the way, they have not committed a foul in this half, which is pretty incredible.
Well, when you're taking a lot of jump shots too, that's there's not really a chance to foul. Now Mortimer, nice strong take to the basket, and he gets it 21-16. With 57 seconds remaining in this first half, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading by 5. Dribbling off to the far sideline is Josiah Sunby, up to Erickson. Now over to Bloom on the left wing, back up to Erickson. Erickson greeted by that 2-3 zone it is this time. Got me guessing, and I have a bird's eye view. Now a pass over to the far sideline. It'll go to Bloom. That's Erickson. Back over to Sunby. Back to Erickson. Up to the top of the key. There's no penetration here for Sacred Heart. Back over to the right wing. Now inside it goes to Denny. Denny backs his way in, turns around, beautiful move, and he lays it in for 2. Wow, what a spin move by Landon Denny. He had Winorovich leaning, and he took that to his advantage as Denny lays it in for an easy 2, and then coming right back is Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with 3 seconds left. Now a half-court shot by Sundby is short, and that is the end of the first half of play with Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading 23-18. 23-18 is the score. We will take a break, and we'll be back and take a look at the halftime scoring, the scoreboard update, and a whole lot more. That's all going to be coming up here in the halftime show, as it's Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading Sacred Heart at halftime, 23-18. We'll be back right after this.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean and Mike a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. That's 281-1178. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. Please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin Headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. The Lake Town way of life is appealing to so many people.
We've got a thriving school system, coffee shops, breweries, restaurants, and hockey is the hub of our community. We're probably the last place left in Minnesota where hockey is actually free.
The way Marvin supports the town supports Marvin is awesome.
There's opportunities for you, work hard, self-educate. The sky's the limit here at Marvin.
In an ever-growing, changing world, you build on memories and look to the future. We turn dreams into opportunities, challenges into achievements. We evolve with you. To build, plan, finance, and protect your future.
Right now is New London Spicer and Minnehaha Academy and Albany and Perham all playing as we speak. And welcome back to the KROX video stream as we take a look at, let's see if we can get a girls state tournament update here. And right now Albany leading Perham 14-10 and New London Spicer leading Minnehaha Academy 8-2. Those are both 10 and 12 minutes respectively left in the half. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. First for Sacred Heart, they were led by Ethan Arnston with 7 points. Josiah Sunby has 4. And then you have 4 for Landon Denny. And that would be, I'm missing who had the 3 there. That would have been Gave Arnston his 3, so that would have been...
What 3 are you talking about, Chris?
Arnston had 2 threes, didn't he? Yep. So 10 points for Arnston, and then 4 points apiece for Denny and Sunby. Those were the only 3 that scored for Sacred Heart in that first half. For Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they are led. Winarovich, he had 7 points in the first half. And also we had Pierce with 4. Schroeder had 3. Sedlacek had 3. Mortimer had 2. And, I'm missing a, let's see. Winarovich had the 3-point play at 5. Yep, he had 7. And... let's see. We also had Mortimer. He had 4 points, excuse me. And so that is the scoring in the first half. The score that matters the most is on the scoreboard. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leads by a score of 23-18. 23-18 is the score at the half. It's Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading Sacred Heart. We will take a break. We'll be back and take a look at the scoreboard update once more. Let you know how the first game did and who the winner of this game will play in the section championship on Friday. That'll be coming up right after this on KROX.
Maralt's Home Furnishings in Fosston is your appliance, furniture, electronic, and flooring expert. They're proud to have served Fosston and the surrounding area for over 50 years. They're committed to offering you top-name brands like Whirlpool, FlexSteel, Spring Air, and Congolium for kitchen and laundry appliances, bedroom and living room furniture, flooring, and mattresses. Come in and experience personalized one-on-one service by their exceptional sales staff and meet new owners Mike and Michelle Kerfman. Create your perfect home at your one-stop shop where they sell the best Maralt's Home Furnishings in downtown Fosston. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston has a little bit of everything, and they provide great hometown service. You can have your prescriptions filled and delivered to your home or go through the drive-through window for quick pickups. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts also has a very nice selection of gift items for any occasion, including a variety of home decor, toys, kitchen items, personal care products, and a nice assortment of apparel. Stop in and see all the great merchandise they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7:30, Saturday 8:30 to 3, and closed on Sundays. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Fosston. Stop by Lapeer Oil Company East and West in Fosston and fill your vehicle up. They carry Marathon gasoline and diesel. Feeling a little hungry? Check out their specials and their deli. Monday and Friday, they offer daily soups. Tuesday and Thursday specials is tacos. On Wednesday, stop in at Lapeer Oil Company and enjoy a fantastic pizza buffet. Check Lapeer Oil Company's Facebook page to get updates and all their specials. Headed to the lake to go fishing? They carry a nice selection of bait as well. Lapeer Oil Company East and West in Fosston would like to wish area teams best of luck.
In this place, we see potential like nowhere else. Here, vision is boundless. That's why we never settle. We look for the moments when everything becomes possible. The moments that inspire us to make every day better. In this place, there's no such thing as good. There's only great. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota High School Sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
And welcome back to the Ralph Engelstead Arena in Thief River Falls as the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies lead Sacred Heart 23-18. 23-18 is the score. Oh, and thanks to Steve Kruger heading down to help with the computer. So we have a 5-point game. So both teams not exactly lighting it up offensively, but defensively, both teams played pretty solid. But Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, the difference right now is they are attacking the paint. And Wyatt, they're going after the paint, and they have that's the difference right now. The points in the paint.
Yeah, and Jackson Winterovich specifically has been a monster inside, but even Tyson Mortimer with his size and strength and muscle, just really tough to stop down low. Sacred Heart's going to have to find a way to penetrate when Warren-Alvarado-Oslo's in that zone defense. They've been settling too much for outside shots.
Well, the Sacred Heart Eagles will start the second half with the ball, and another long shot is off the mark. So driving into the lane, it will be Mortimer. That's off the mark. Rebound, grabbed by Sacred Heart. They'll push it up into the front court. Sundby up to the top of the key. Leaves it to Erickson. Now over to the right wing, looking inside. Nowhere to go is Erickson. He gets the pass off to Sundby. Back to Erickson. His three is good. And Erickson gets the first points of the second half. That'll be, I have him for his first points of the game.
Yeah, and that's a guy they really need to get going, so that's a big shot for the sophomore.
23-21, just like that. It's a 2-point ball game. And then Warren-Alvarado-Oslo turns it over. And bringing it up. Pass goes off left wing. Spinning and losing the ball is Arnson. Bringing it up and missing the layup was Mortimer. I don't know if it was partially tipped or if he just missed it.
It was partially tipped. Good recovery by Arnson.
Yeah, hustled back and made up for the turnover. That's what you like to, that's exactly what you ask your players to do. Hey, if you turn it over, hustle back and try to make up for it. And Arnson did there. Now Erickson tries another three. His shot's off the mark. The ball is on the floor and a jump ball is called. It'll be Warren-Alvarado-Oslo ball since Sacred Heart started the second half with the ball. 23-21. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading by 2. A minute and a half into the second half of play. Well, as we come back, Winterovich tried a little Euro step there and had to quickly get rid of it before he traveled. Now coming back, laying it in for an easy 2 is Sedlacek. So Sedlacek gets his 5th point of the game. With it at the top of the key. Erickson leaves a pass, now goes to Denny, over to Arnson. Arnson in the paint, he's got to kick it out, he does, to Erickson. Now he pass inside for Denny, tipped away, it's picked up by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Bounce pass up to Pearson, he almost missed the layup, but it just caught the front of the rim and goes in. So Pierce with it.
And again, even when Sacred Heart gets into the lane, Winterovich is just swatting balls away left and right. They just have nothing inside right now.
Now dribbling off to the right wing. Sundby leaves a pass inside, driving in, putting up the shot. It's swatted away by Winterovich, and a jump ball. This time it'll be Sacred Heart.
Well, and he shot faked the one time, but the problem was Winterovich is so long, he can recover from that and still be able to block the shot. So, again, they just got to find an answer, and we'll see if it's whether a three or if it's getting Denny going, but right now, nothing's working.
So it'll be Sundby, leaves a pass off over to Denny. Now up to the top, leaves it back over to the near sideline. Inside it'll go to Denny. Denny backs his way in, turns around, puts up the shot, and it is blocked. But a foul is going to be called. And who is that going to be on Winorovich?
That will be on Winorovich. He's got his third block in 20 seconds, but then he got called for the foul on the loose ball.
That is the first personal on Winorovich. The Ponies have some fouls to give. Too bad they couldn't carry him over.
First one of the game.
Yeah, now the 3 for Erickson. Again, another long shot. This time Mortimer is called for the foul. And again, Sacred Heart just settling for long shots.
We'll say they're starting to make a presence inside with some offensive rebounds now, at least.
Now a 3 fired up again, this time by Sundby. It's off the mark, rebound. Grabbed by Schroeder. Schroeder brings it up over to the right wing. Now drives into the lane. Nice move, lays it in for 2. Schroeder with his 5th point of the ball game, 29-21. So after the Erickson 3-pointer, it's been all Warren-Alvarado-Oslo again. They lead by 8. That is their largest lead of the game. Now pass over to the left wing. Sundby gets it to Denny. Denny gets a pass inside. Goes to Downs, back to Denny. Denny gets it back to Downs. Now a 3 for Sundby. That missed everything. Rebound grabbed by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Pierce into the front court. Leaves it off. Settling up for a 3 is Sedlacek. That's off the mark. He was going for an early dagger there. And now the rebound grabbed by Sacred Heart. Sundby into the front court. He dribbles over to the far sideline. Leaves a pass off to Erickson. Erickson now lobs a pass into the free throw line to Denny. Denny has it poked away from behind. Sedlacek drives into the lane. His layup is good. And a timeout's going to be called by Sacred Heart. And boy, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo defensively, they have been fantastic. And they lead 31-21.
Defense leading to offense there on that end, and again, it's all inside right now in the paint. They're getting layups, easy touches, and the Sacred Heart is clearly frustrated, and Coach Sterkel trying to use this opportunity to just calm them down a little bit. It's still only a 10-point game, but after that initial 3 from Erickson, it's been all Ponies once again here in this second half. So they got to find an answer somewhere, and sooner rather than later.
Well, again, it's just the offense is, they're going to have to come up with, they can't just be doing the triangle type offense. They're going to have to start attacking, and Sacred Heart is. And we'll see if they can make that change, because right now the offense against the zone is not working. And how you beat a zone? You penetrate and pass. Now a pass out to the left wing. Another 3-point attempt by Sacred Heart. That's off the mark. So you have Arnston, a 6'5" junior. He's camping outside. Now driving in. A pass, and there is nobody there. Thinking there was a teammate coming with him was Sedlacek, but the pass was off the mark. We'll have Dustin Morley and McIntyre checking in. They're going to replace Pierce and Sedlacek. 31-21. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with a defensive special here. They have been outstanding. Now a pass goes to Denny on the give and go to Downs, and a blocking foul is going to be called. And there's some penetration on the dish off to Downs.
Oh, they're going to call this on the ground. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it looked like he was starting to go up for the shot. That'll be the second personal on Winorovich. So there's only 3 fouls on the Ponies here in the game, and 2 of them are on Winorovich. Now Sundby. They put Winorovich at the top of the 1-3-1 zone. Now pass to Downs. His free throw line jumper too strong. Rebound grabbed by Schroeder. He'll bring it up for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, leading 31-21. Pass to McIntyre on the left wing. He fakes the shot, a couple dribbles, leaves it to Morley. Now a nice pass as Winorovich cut behind Denny and lays it in for an easy 2. 33-21. It is a 10-0 run for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. They lead by 12. 12:08 remaining. Top of the key. Pass goes off left wing. Over to Sundby. Now up to Arnson. Arnson, bounce pass back to Sundby. Sundby drives, leaves a pass off to Arnston. He'll dribble into the lane. There's some penetration and he gets it. Lays it in for 2. That stops the 10-0 run. 33-23, trailing by 10. Is Sacred Heart and Warren-Alvarado-Oslo looking to get back up to 12 or even 13. Driving in, putting up the rudder and getting it to go is Mortimer. Mortimer with the basket. 35-23 the score. Coming in and putting up the shot in the paint is Denny. So now the last 2 baskets scored by Sacred Heart, both in the paint. And that's exactly what Sacred Heart is going to have to do. They trail 35-25. Now it's Wadarovich, leaves it off to the right wing. Into the free throw line to Morley, back up to the top to McIntyre. McIntyre picks up the dribble, leaves a pass over to Schroeder. Schroeder guarded by Sundby. Bounces a pass over, driving onto the baseline, laid it in for 2 more is Mortimer. Mortimer now with 8 points. 37-25. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading by 12 with 10:39 remaining. Over to the far sideline, Sundby drives and gets the pass off to Downs, and he lays it in for an easy 2. And we'll have a timeout, and that's going to be called by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. 37-27 with 10:26 remaining in the game. And we'll take on the radio, we'll take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be back right after this. Well, after the timeout, it'll be Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading 37-27. 10:23 remaining. Pass inside goes to Mortimer out to the right wing, driving in. A pass goes into Morley, and it's going to be tied up. Denny ties up Morley. Morley holding his shoulder a bit as the jump ball, the possession arrow in favor of Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. 37-27 is the score. Now bringing the ball up with it is driving in Sundby. He is fouled. That's going to be on Dustin Morley.
Well, it was a great block, but the problem is he fell right on top of him, and a good aggressive take there by Sundby. He's their playmaker. He's their guy that runs the show. He's going to have to be a big reason the Eagles come back if they do.
So Sundby at the line. First free throw is good. So the free throw with 10:06 remaining. 37-28, make it 37-29. So back to within single digits. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with the ball, though, looking to expand that lead back to double figures. Now a pass goes out to McIntyre, left wing. Bounce pass up to Pierce. Over to the right wing, driving into the lane. Sedlacek leaves it to Morley. His shot is blocked by Downs. Picking it up will be Arnston. He drives in, and a reach-in foul is going to be called either on Pierce or Mortimer. I believe it'll be on Mortimer.
Looks
Nope,
like
Pierce.
I was gonna say, it looks like they did get Pierce. Could have been either one, and Winterovich and Schroeder can come back in. 9:43 to go. I doubt we see either of them leave the court the remainder of the game.
So we're almost halfway through the second half. 37-29, Sacred Heart. This is a big possession here. Inbound pass goes to a wide open Arnston. He's going to be fouled by McIntyre, and he'll be at the line where he's going to be shooting 2.
Well, and McIntyre not happy with that call. I think he's got a case. Looked like a clean block, but Arnston was open for a good 2 seconds, and they missed him. It could have been an easy 2 points if they would have just hit him right away.
So the first free throw, Arnston hits it. So Arnston, 13 points. Now the second free throw is good. 14 for Arnston. 37-31, 6-point deficit with 9:38 remaining. 4 free throws in a row for Sacred Heart. Now pass stolen or knocked away. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by who? They're going to say it was last touch by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, and it'll be Sacred Heart ball. And boy, the momentum has significantly shifted here in favor of Sacred Heart.
You can feel it down here on the court. This is where, if you're the Eagles, you come down and score this possession. Ponies, they got that look in their eyes like they're a deer in the headlights right now. They got the big lead, but they're starting to sense it slipping a little bit.
And give credit to Sacred Heart, they've started to attack. They've been more aggressive on the offensive end. Now a bounce pass into Arnston. He puts up the shot. It's short off the side of the rim. Rebound. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo up to Schroeder. His 3, that's off the mark. Rebound McIntyre. He's pushed by Bloom. And a foul is called. McIntyre and the Ponies will inbound on the baseline.
We're going to get Parker Erickson back into the game for Bloom. Well,
nope, downs.
Yep, they're going to take downs now.
Both were coming over to the sideline, and Bloom will stay in. So the starting 5 all in for Sacred Heart. Inbound pass goes to Winterovich. He spins, greeted by a double team. Leaves a pass up to Pierce. His 3 off the mark. Rebound, Sacred Heart. And Erickson, he was poked in the eye as he grabbed the rebound. He leaves it off to Sundby. Sundby over into the far corner to Bloom. Back to Sundby on the left wing. Sundby, a bounce pass. Now back over, far sideline. Bloom for 3. That missed everything. Rebound, Mortimer. Airball chant comes out from the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo student body. Mortimer spins into the lane. A beauty of a move, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Boy, Mortimer, what a spinning drive through the lane, and he's going to be at the line looking for his 11th point of the game.
Well, and it all goes back to the defense the last couple trips down. Sacred Heart had multiple chances to cut this down to a 4 or 3 point game and couldn't capitalize, and just like that, Ponies got all the momentum back as they missed the free throw here.
So the free throw is missed, but Mortimer gets the bucket, 39-31. 8:28 remaining. Now with the ball, Sundby dribbles up towards the top of the key. 2-3 defensive zone by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Sundby directing traffic. He wants a pick from Arnston. Dribbles off to the right wing. Dumps a pass off left wing to Erickson. A 3 is good. Erickson gets the 3. The net is stuck up on the rim. That'll be the 6 points. Both 3-pointers coming in the second half here for Parker Erickson. 39-34, the closest Sacred Heart has been in quite some time. Now up to the top of the key. With it is Mortimer. Kicks a pass out to McIntyre. Wide open 3 off the back rim. Rebound loose, and Bloom comes away with it. Excuse me, that's Gap. Gap leaves it out. Over to Sundby. Josiah dribbles up to the top behind the back pass. It goes off the hands of Bloom, and then trying to save it before it goes out of bounds was Pierce. But he wasn't able to save it, and it'll be Sacred Heart ball. And that's one. Sundby plays flashy, and behind the back, though, the pass was missed. And, well, that's, I'm sure Coach Sterkel not exactly excited, but that's how Sundby plays, and usually it works.
Take the good with the bad.
Exactly. Now Sundby Nothing hurt though, because Sacred Heart has the ball back. Now it'll be a three for Erickson. That's off the mark. Rebound batted around, and Winorovich comes away with it. He'll leave it off to Pierce. Dribbles along the far sideline into the front court, up to the free throw line, leaves a pass up to Winorovich at the top. Now to Schroeder. Schroeder drives in, puts up the shot, and rolls around in. Schroeder with the basket. That'll be his 7th point of the game. 41-34 the score. Now it's Sundby at the top of the key. A 2-3 defensive zone again by the Ponies. Now a quick three, no good, but a foul is going to be called, and Arnson will be at the line where he's going to be shooting 3 free throws, and the foul will be on McIntyre. That is the 7th team foul, the 2nd personal on McIntyre. And that's not a foul Coach Erickson wanted there, that's for sure.
No, absolutely, and that 7 fouls that you just mentioned, Chris, that's huge in the final 6:57 for Sacred Heart, because you can get points when the clock is stopped. When you're trailing in the second half, you're never going to complain about that.
Arnson on the season from the free throw line, as the first 2 free throws are good. Ethan is a 76% free throw shooter. And he is 4 of 4 in this game. Now we're going to have a stoppage as we'll have a Downs will check in replacing Denny. 41-36 is the score. Arnson with his 3rd free throw. It's good. 41-37, within 2 possessions is Sacred Heart. Now with 17 points is Arnson. He has 17 of his team's 37. Now with it is Schroeder. Dribbles off to the right wing. Leaves a pass up top. Over to Mortimer. Back over to the near sideline. Schroeder. He kicks it out far sideline. Now it goes onto the baseline. It's tipped away out of bounds. Last touch by Sacred Heart's Erickson. It will still be Warren-Alvarado-Oslo ball. 6:36 remaining, 41-37 the score. Pass goes off right wing. Churning around, banking his way in. Pass goes out, over to the right wing, driving in. McIntyre has a shot blocked by Downs. Boy, that looked like it was going to be a layup, and then Downs got a piece of it right as he was going up. Now pass off Sundby, a left-handed three is good. Sundby with his 9th point of the game. And a timeout called by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, and Big Mo, momentum, swinging one way, and that's towards the purple and black. We will take a break. We'll keep it here on the live stream, but we'll take a break on KROX Radio. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout. After the timeout, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo gets the ball to Morley, and he is fouled, and he will be at the line where he's going to be shooting 2. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo leading 41-40. And the first free throw for Morley is good. That'll be his first point, and the first point for a bench player for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Sacred Heart, they only have 2 points off the bench. Morley with the second free throw is no good. Rebound, Denny for Sacred Heart. 42-40, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo with the lead. Sacred Heart trying to regain the lead for the first time since they led about halfway through, a little over halfway through the first half. Now Arnson loses the ball, regains control. The ball is tipped away out of bounds. Last touch by Winterovich. He's pleading his case, saying it went off of Sacred Heart, but the official does not listen. I still haven't seen that work.
Maybe one day.
I tried many times. Shot down every time. Now at the top of the key, half-court circle is Sundby. Gets the ball back, leaves it over to the near sideline to Arnson. Back to Sundby at the top. Now it looks like is it a 1-2-3 still, 2-3 zone. Sundby dribbles over to the far corner. Greeted by Winterovich, decides to dump the pass off. Top of the key to Erickson. 5:16 remaining. We've got a dandy here. Now Arnson drives into the paint, stops, kicks the pass back out to Erickson. Erickson gets a pick from Downs. Now leaves the pass to Downs at the free throw line. Pass is deflected, but it goes right to Erickson. Now over to Sundby, back to Erickson. Erickson back to Sundby. Sundby with another three. Good! Josiah Sundby, his 12th point of the game, and he has come up with two huge threes. And it's a 43-42 lead with 4:45 remaining in the game. Sacred Heart up by one. Winterovich leaves a pass off. Over to Pierce. Pierce drives in, puts it up, no good. Morley with the rebound, and he gets it to go. Boy, he's had 2 or 3 big points here in the last couple of minutes, and it's a 44-43 lead. Back and forth we go. Sacred Heart with it now. Downs over to the right wing near sideline. Driving in is Arnson. Leaves it to Sundby. Another three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. It'll be Sacred Heart ball.
Well, some guys are just big game players, and Josiah Sundby is one of those. And then how about Morley on the other side? He's going to come out, but 2 putbacks in the biggest game of his life off the bench. Incredible.
Yeah, he has 5 points now. All here in the second half. Coming up, big-time plays. Now, speaking of a big-time play, making a three from the left wing is Sacred Heart's Erickson. That's his 3rd three of the half. He now has 9, and now an offensive foul is called on Pierce as he tried to drive too deep, and the offensive foul is called. Well, listen to that crowd. Sacred Heart, they are fired up.
It's important for the Ponies to keep their composure here. Pierce a little out of control there. They're still only down 2. Plenty of time. Get a stop here and you're okay.
And boy, the difference on the sidelines. It is a complete different bench than it was about 3 minutes ago on both sides. Sacred Heart, the bench clapping, cheering. Now driving baseline. Bounce pass goes to Denny. It's too low. Denny goes down to the floor on the hardwood. A jump ball is called. The possession arrow in favor of Sacred Heart. They'll have the inbound pass underneath their own basket. 46-44. Sacred Heart leading by 2. 3:40 remaining. They have the ball. Sundby at the top of the key. Leaves a pass inside to Arnson. Arnson turns around, lobs it back to Erickson on the right wing. Now to Arnson. Over to Sundby on the left wing. Sundby backs up. Resets the offense, leaves a pass to Arnson, now to Denny. Denny lobs it up top of the key. Sundby, a quick pass over to Erickson. A three is off the front of the rim, but Downs with the rebound. Leaves it up to the top of the key. Driving into the lane, bounce pass to Denny. He puts it up and good. What a pass. And Denny lays it in for his 8th point of the ball game. 48-44. And now a foul is going to be called away from the ball. A push on Landon Denny. This is the largest lead for Sacred Heart since they led 9-4. That was their biggest lead of the game, 5 points. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they've led by as many as 12 points.
And that was here in this second half, too.
Yeah, early on they led 33-21, 35-23, 37-25 as a big basket there for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo as they get a three, 48-47 on the bucket by Schroeder. That'll be his 10th point of the game. Now coming back. Sacred Heart leading by 1. You can hear the crowds chanting defense as Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. Sundby at the half-court circle, going to hold it. 2:27 remaining. Sundby gets it back after a pass from Eriksson. Now over to the right wing to Arntzen. Arntzen back to Sundby. Now over to Eriksson. Eriksson leaves it back over to Sundby. Now to Eriksson. Those two playing catch. The Ponies come out a little farther. Sundby dribbles towards the top of the key, then kicks it back over to Eriksson. Sacred Heart, they'd be happy just to run the clock out here. Now to Eriksson. Back over to Sundby. Sundby at the top. Leaves a pass back over. Playing catch. Now Arntzen going to get involved. He said, hey guys, what about me? Now off to Sundby. The Pony crowd, you can hear they're booing, but hey, there's no shot clock. This is exactly what you do. Minute 41 remaining.
And you got to either steal it or foul here pretty soon.
And the Ponies do have 8 fouls. Now no look pass from Sundby, and Denny had it blocked. They were looking for a foul, nothing called. Now it'll be Pierce, leaves a pass off to Mortimer. He attacks the basket, puts it up, no good, but a foul is called. It'll be on Denny, and at the line, shooting 2 big free throws will be Mortimer. (48-47), Sacred Heart leading, a minute 23 remaining, and Coach Christian Eriksson wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's a minute break. We'll take a break. A minute 23 remaining. Sacred Heart 48, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 47. 2 free throws from Mortimer coming up right after this 1 minute timeout.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Well, after the timeout, shooting 2 free throws will be Tyson Mortimer. 2 biggest free throws thus far of his career. Eyes down the rim. Right-hand free throw, short, missed everything. Oh boy. Whoa. And Mortimer just, he was not, now the Sacred Heart fans, they're getting up trying to make some noise. So between the timeout and then the noise, Mortimer just left that one way short. Now the second free throw shot is good, nothing but nets. So Mortimer hits 1 of 2, and we're tied at 48, folks. A minute 18 remaining. Does Sacred Heart hold for the last shot?
I was just going to say, with Sundby running the point, he handles the ball so well they could if they wanted to.
So Sundby gets it off left wing, over to Arntzen, back to Sundby, now to Arntzen. Arntzen to Sundby. They're just, pass inside to Arntzen. Arntzen kicks it back out. I was wondering if he was going to go for it. If you have a layup, it's going to be tough to not get it, but I don't think Sacred Heart's looking at all. They're going to hold for the last shot, and why wouldn't you? When the game tied, the worst that can happen is you go to overtime. So the Eagles, Sundby with it, leaves a pass up top of the key.
And I'm guessing Coach Sterkel's going to take a timeout pretty quick here. Oh, there it is.
There it is. 24 seconds remaining. We're tied at 48. Sacred Heart will have the ball. They're going to look for the last shot, and we will take a break. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. Or no, we'll take a break after this 1 minute timeout on KROX.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Well, Wyatt, this is holding for the last shot, I would assume here.
Yeah, you hold for the last shot, and honestly, I want the ball in Sunbee's hands. Yep. Whether it's a pick and roll, just let him create, find an open shooter, or get downhill to the rim.
Here we go. Inbound pass goes into the backcourt. Sunbee has it as we are tied up at 48. The Ponies playing back. Sunbee bounces a pass. Now it goes over to the far sideline. 7 seconds left. Sunbee, top of the key. Leaves a pass, a three-pointer at the buzzer. Short out the front of the rim. Rebound put up. It's good! It's good! Sacred Heart with the offensive rebound and the putback. And they are advancing back to the section championship game with the Landon Denny offensive rebound in the putback. They took the shot early enough to the rebound, was grabbed by Landon Denny, and he puts it in for the game-winning basket right as the buzzer sounded. Oh, wow. Man alive.
Well, it's jubilation on one side and absolute heartbreak on the other. What an awful way to lose a game. But that's the second time we've seen a putback buzzer beater in this tournament alone. Unbelievable.
Denny was wide open. There was nobody close to him. He grabbed it, quickly put it back up, and Sacred Heart advancing back to the section championship game. Coach Sterkel talking with Tyson Mortimer, giving him a pat on the chest, and talked quite a bit. And Coach Erickson and Coach Sterkel shake hands. And what a tough loss for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. It looked like it was going overtime after the missed shot, but the shot was taken early enough. I misspoke. There was still a couple seconds left. I said at the buzzer. No, it wasn't at the buzzer. The buzzer beater was scored by Landon Denny, face mask and all, protecting that broken nose. And he is the hero here this evening with the game-winning basket. Boy, if we would have told you about 4 minutes into the second half, if Sacred Heart was going to win 50-48, you might have said, you're crazy. They were down by 12. Things weren't looking good, but Sacred Heart picked up the play, and they get the game winner at the buzzer. Heartbreak for the Ponies, but a thrilling victory for the Sacred Heart Eagles. We will take, we're going to keep it here. KROX Radio, we will take a break, but we'll keep it on the KROX video stream. And so we'll take a break on KROX Radio. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX. Well, welcome back on KROX Radio as the Sacred Heart Eagles now getting their first place in the West subsection. So we've had 2 buzzer beaters here in the last 2 rounds, and almost exactly similar in the buzzer beaters. We have Wyatt Morrell down there. We'll try to get both coaches. I think we'll try to get Denny as well after the medal presentation. And they'll get the first place team trophy. But more importantly, the Sacred Heart Eagles are advancing to the section championship for the 2nd straight year as they will take on the Fosston Greyhounds. And that's going to be an interesting matchup. You're going to have 2 different teams. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo and Sacred Heart, they matched up. They were very even, and obviously it was a 50-48 win for Sacred Heart. The 3rd time was still the charm for the Eagles, who although it did look like the ponies were going to come away with the victory. Let's take a look at the scoring here for Sacred Heart. Ethan Arnston, he led the way with 17 points. Josiah Sunby with a huge second half. He had 8 points in the half. He had 12 in the game. And then it was 8 points for Landon Denny, including that game winner. Parker Erickson had 9 points and 2 points for Greg Downs. For Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they had Tyson Mortimer. He had 11 points in the game, 10 points for Schroeder, 7 points for Sedlacek, 9 points for Winterovich, 6 for Pierce, and 5 off the bench for Morley. And Nevin Labarski, activities director at Sacred Heart, gives the medals, and now he's going to give the first place trophy in the West subsection. And the Eagles are your West subsection champions, and we'll get, they're going to take a team picture here. Wyatt, maybe if you can get that there. He's got camera in hand. Cell phones, greatest cameras, greatest inventions for situations like this, because you can't really use a top-notch camera because they're so close. You have limited room on the side there. So the Eagles get the trophy and the medals, and they will advance to the section championship, or they will take on Fosston. That'll be at 7 o'clock on Friday night, and we'll have it right here on KROX. 6:30, the Riverview Health pregame show. 7 o'clock will be the opening tip. And again, we'll have that on KROX Radio. We'll also have it on the KROX video stream as well. And as soon as they break out of the team picture, they took one already. Now the cheerleaders have come in to get in on the picture. And we'll hear from Coach Sterkel and also Landon Denny with the game winner. And now I think we're going to be able to get Coach Sterkel, and we'll send it down to the floor. And Wyatt Morrell.
Yeah, we are now here with Coach Destry Sterkel. And Coach, unbelievable turnaround there, down 12 points to come back. What does that say about this group and just their commitment to continue to pursue the game no matter what the score is?
It's just that possession-by-possession mentality. We preach it, we live it. All aspects of life, you got to just stay in the moment. Bad things are going to happen. They're going to go on runs. We're going to get cold from the field. Couple bad tests in a row. You got to just stay the course, whatever it is in life. And we did it a few times this year where we were down 12, 15 points and came back, and just trust your body of work. Proud as heck of these guys. They fight till the end, and just really proud of them. They deserve it.
I'm sure you probably knew you were going to have to make some shots in that second half to come back. You struggled with that in the first half, but Josiah, he knocked a couple ones down. Parker got going late. How big was that to knock some of those outside shots down?
Yeah, I think we were 2 of 16 in the first half, and we just told them a lot of those were pretty solid looks. You got to just stay the course. If you get those same inside-out shots, take them. The good thing is we got a couple paint points too. Got Denny going. Greg had a couple putbacks, and then we get that inside-out 3 falling. Special group. Really proud of them. I just can't say it enough.
What about that last play? So walk me through. You had a minute 20. Did you know you wanted to settle for the final shot? And obviously you got Parker the look, but it's not bad having a guy like Landon inside either, I guess.
Yeah, I've been advocating for the shot clock since I took over coaching, and we took advantage of not having a shot clock there and got some boo birds, but that's what competition's about. And we wanted the last shot, called a timeout at 24 seconds. We wanted to try to get an inside look on our elbows, and they covered up the bigs, got it out, and Parker just a tish deep, almost made it, and we told him shot goes up, go rebound, and Denny was right spot, right time. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
I know, great win for you guys. At the same time, though, on the other side, obviously heartbreak. That's a great team over there. It took a lot for you guys to beat them, pretty much everything you had.
Absolutely, and we've been battling these guys for a few years, and a lot of respect for Christian and his program. He's really built that thing. And then, those seniors, it's a heck of a senior group. And Tyson Mortimer, his dad used to coach at Warren, coached against me, and you feel bad for that. You've been in that position more times than not, right? Season's in, only one team ends it the way you want it to. And I told Tyson, I got a 7-year-old son, and if my coach's son turns out like Tyson Mortimer, I'm pretty damn proud of him. I'll be proud of him no matter what, but I know Coach Mortimer's extremely proud of Tyson. I know Warren Nation's just extremely proud of that team. That's a heck of a good ball club, and that's the sad part of it, is the team has to lose, and especially when it's such a great up and down battle. You just want it to go all night, but at the end, we are glad that we're moving on, and doesn't get any easier now.
Well, I was going to say, last question, where does this one rank as far as wins in your career as a coach? You went to the state tournament last year, but you don't win a lot of games the way you did tonight.
No, in buzzer beater, you can't beat that. And, we shocked some people last year, and we had the target on our back this year, and our goal is to get to the section championship and find a way to grind out a win and get back to the state tournament. And not many people think we could, and here we are, 26-4, and set up for a chance to get us back to the state tournament. So this one ranks up there. Really proud of them.
Well, congratulations. We'll see you on Friday.
Thanks, man.
All righty, Chris, back up to you. I'll see if I can work on getting either Landon here or when they come back out, or but I'll send it to you for now.
Sounds good. What we will do, it's a 50-48 victory. Sacred Heart wins on a Landon Denny buzzer beater. We have the video of that last few seconds. We will post that on our website. We have, of course, the full video playing right now, and you can go back and watch it on that if you want as well. But so stay tuned. We'll take a quick break. We will be back and take a look at the scoring once more, take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. That's all going to be coming up here in the postgame show. Sacred Heart 50, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 48. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX.
A better outdoor cooking experience begins today at Home of Economy. Halo cooking products deliver everything from cordless wood-fired grilling to windproof griddles. Or how about pizza in just 5 minutes? See for yourself at Home of Economy.
When there's work to be done, water and mud can't stand in your way. So plow right through in a pair of muck boots from Home of Economy. Made from neoprene and heavy-duty rubber, muck boots are designed for total comfort with a snug fit and built-in arch support.
Phil Vagno, Coldwell Banker, Forks Real Estate. He's been part of the Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, and surrounding communities for over 60 years. Phil's a proud supporter of high school sports and especially Sacred Heart Athletics, and also a proud proponent of real estate investments. Let Phil be a calming voice in the crazy world of real estate. Give him a call so he can help you out. All he asks is you give him a chance. Phil Vagno, Coldwell Banker, Forks Real Estate, 218-693-1062. Online, forksrealestate.com. Thank you, and good luck, Eagles.
Varnish Real Estate Team. Let's team up. Varnish Real Estate Team.
It's the team that's ready to bring you home. Keller Williams Inspire Realty Vanish Real Estate Team. When buying or selling real estate, it begins with a call to the experienced Vanish Real Estate Team. Home listings up and down the valley. Fargo to West Fargo, Grand Forks to East Grand Forks. From Devil's Lake to Crookston, Thief River Falls to Grafton, and all points in between. 218-791-4510. VanishRealEstateTeam.com.
North Valley Health Center in Warren is committed to providing compassionate, high-quality care to the communities of Northwest Minnesota. They are proud to offer a wide variety of services including diagnostic imaging and laboratory services, physical therapy, cardiology, 24/7 emergency services, clinic services, and much, much more. Visit northvalleyhealth.org, find them on Facebook, or call 218-745-4211 to schedule your next appointment. North Valley Health Center wishes all area athletes a great season. NVHC is an equal opportunity provider.
Hi, my name is Dayton, and I'd like to welcome you to the all-new Rydell Toyota Grand Forks. Let me show you around. Our first stop is the sales showroom, where our friendly sales consultants and product geniuses are here to help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Our sales team is here to help you make a wise choice, and they're paid based on how satisfied you are, not how much you spend or even what vehicle you choose. All of us here at the new Rydell Toyota would like to welcome you to stop by and say hi.
Welcome back to the post-game show as we will run through the scoring for the Sacred Heart Eagles. They were led by Ethan Arnston, was 17, 12 for Josiah Sunby, 9 for Parker Erickson, 8 for Landon Denny, and 4 for Greg Downs. Playing and not scoring were Breck Bloom, Mike Gapp, and Isaac Sunby. Warren-Alvarado-Oslo, they were led in scoring by a pretty balanced scoring attack, really. Tyson Mortimer, 11 points. 10 points for Schroeder, and then 9 points for Winterovich, 7 points for Sedlacek, 6 for Pierce, and 5 for Morley. McIntyre played and did not score. It was 23-18 at halftime. The largest lead of the game was 12 points several times, the last of those coming 37-25 for Warren-Alvarado-Oslo. So 37-25. And it was a little over 10 minutes left in the game at that point. So the Sacred Heart Eagles end the game on a 25-11 run. 25-11 run.
And Chris, we do have Landon if you're ready.
We'll
so
send you down.
Alrighty, we're talking now with Landon Denny here. And Landon, walk me through that last play and just kind of what was going through your mind.
Well, we drew up a play for me actually underneath. Didn't work at all. So we ended up having to kick it out to Parker. Parker took the shot. It fell right in my lap, front of the rim, straight down. To be honest, when I picked it up, I thought the time was over. Threw it straight up. As it was rattling around, I looked up and saw half a second and couldn't believe it.
When you put the shot up, did you know it was going in, or did it feel good when it left your hand?
Yeah, it felt good. I honestly thought the time was up.
Fair enough. So you had been battling all day, all night down low with their bigs. So describe what that was like, just going to war against some of those guys.
Yeah, I got nothing but respect for Jackson. He's a hell of a guy, like as nice as it gets, and it's just a battle playing against them. You know what you're coming into every time you're playing Warren. They're going to fight hard, but we just got to make sure we're right there.
As you get ready for Fosston now, I'm sure you guys believe you can take it all the way. What are you going to need to do to try and have some success against them?
Yeah, I mean, we're a lot bigger, so we got our size, but we just got to play hard. They're fast. We got to be able to match that, and I know we can. I mean, we got a fast team, so as long as we play our game, I know we'll be good.
As far as this moment goes, this number one on your list as far as sports moments?
I mean, nothing can top beating Cass Lake last year, but this is a close second.
Fair enough. Congratulations. Good luck Friday.
Appreciate it.
All right. And back up to you, Chris.
Well, thank you, Wyatt. And Landon Denny with the post-game comments there. He hits the game winner. As he said, he thought the time had run out. He threw it up anyway and looked up at the clock. There's still a half a second left, and it goes in as Landon Denny, the hero for the Sacred Heart Eagles this evening in the Section 8A semifinals. Sacred Heart beats Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 50-48. And it was fun. Well, we see Coach Christian Erickson making his way out, and we'll see if Wyatt can get Coach Erickson, who obviously is, a tough one. That is a tough way to end the season. And Wyatt Morrell, we send it back down to the floor.
Oh, we are joined now with Coach Erickson. And Coach, I'm sure it's kind of hard to put into words what just happened. I mean, what was your first thing that you said to him there in the locker room?
Couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's a tough break, and that's how this game goes. Sometimes it's so much fun, and it can break your heart too. So, yeah.
I'm sure nothing but proud though of the way they battled. I mean, you had a great start to the game. You had a lead there. I mean, they played their hearts out. There's no question about that. I'm sure you're proud of them for that. They didn't leave anything out there.
No, not a single thing. Couldn't be prouder of the effort. That's what I told him pregame. Obviously, we want to keep playing, but I said we're all living on borrowed time here, guys. Let's, every single team that's still playing, we're all living on borrowed time. Let's just go out there and compete as hard as we can compete, and let the chips fall where they do. And we did that, and unfortunately, it just wasn't on wasn't in our favor tonight.
And obviously it's tough. I don't like having to do these interviews. And, you get ready for next year for the guys that will come back. I'm sure at the same time you almost want them to remember this a little bit so that when they get back to this moment, they can use it as fuel.
Yeah, that's right. I hope they remember what that scoreboard looked like at the end of tonight, and use that as motivation all summer long when that alarm goes off and they feel like sleeping in instead of heading to the gym or to the weight room. Or it'd be nice if that score was etched in their mind all summer long.
And then just lastly, as far as the atmosphere goes tonight, where would you rank it amongst the games that you've coached in? I mean, it was loud from the very beginning. Both sides were loud. One of the louder games that I can remember in some time.
Yeah, tremendous support from both communities. The PA asked if Pony fans were ready, and I thought it was pretty dang loud. And then he asked if the Eagles fans were ready, and it was just as loud. It was a pretty fun atmosphere to be in.
Coach, congrats on a great season, and wish you the best of luck going into next year, and appreciate all the time you did give us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
All right. And Chris, with that, we'll send her back up to you.
Well, like you said, Wyatt, never fun doing those interviews after a heartbreaking loss, and you play so well, you play hard. That's all you can ask for from your team. And Coach Erickson, I thought he said it best, is that, the guys gave it their all. It just wasn't good enough tonight, and you feel bad for the Ponies. But at the same time, jubilation on the other side of the floor where the Sacred Heart Eagles come away with the victory. We're getting close. We should have most of our scores finalized here. We will run through those. That is going to be coming up after this timeout. Again, the final score, Sacred Heart 50, Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 48. Take a look at the scores and wrap it all up coming up right after this.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com. Fix it, do it, remodel it, and improve it with the help of Crookston Hardware Hank. They have everything you need from electrical to plumbing supplies, paint, stain, and paint supplies, power and hand tools, housewares, and things to fix up and clean up. Crookston Hardware Hank carries seasonal items, shovels, rakes, grills, bird feeders, bird seed, pet food, and much more. For home projects, repairs, and more, shop Crookston Hardware Hank, University Avenue in Crookston.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
Happy Joe's in Crookston has some grand news. Our buffet is back. Come grab all your favorites, including our pizza, pasta, and breadsticks, plus more. Buffet is open 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Happy Joe's. Good times to be together.
And welcome back to the Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls as the Warren-Alvarado-Oslo Ponies, their amazing season, comes to an end with their third loss of the season to Sacred Heart, and the toughest one by far here in the playoffs on a buzzer beater with less than a second left, as Landon Denny, the 6'5" senior, grabs the offensive rebound after a missed shot, puts it back in just in time, and they get the W and advance to the section championship to the Sacred Heart Eagles. Well, let's take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill, they are open Tuesday through Sundays at 11 a.m. They have the lunch specials Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 1:30, and they have the nightly specials as well with a wide variety of offerings on their menu. From appetizers, they have soups, they have salads, they have burgers, salmon, walleye sandwiches, a little bit of everything, and desserts as well. That's Draft Sports Bar and Grill right next to the Crookston Sports Center on the northeast end of Crookston. Well, as we take a look at the state AA girls basketball tournament, it was Albany beating Perham 51-38. Goodhue beat Crosby Ironton 67-59. Providence Academy, they are the heavy favorite. They beat Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial 78-40. And Minnehaha Academy leads New London Spicer 50-29 with 1 minute left. So it'll be Providence Academy and Minnehaha Academy. Then you have Goodhue and Albany. So I guess a mild upset with Minnehaha beating the number 5, beating the number 4 seed New London Spicer. But all the seeds are advancing to the semifinals. On the consolation round tomorrow at 8 p.m., Perham will take on Crosby Ironton. And on the boys' side of things, in the 8 AA tournament, the semifinals, controversial finish. Thief River Falls beats Holly 66-65, and it was Dilworth Glendon Felton beating Barnesville 63-45. The championship will be played Friday night at 7 p.m. at Detroit Lakes, Thief River Falls, and Dilworth Glendon Felton. So that's what happened there in 8 AA. And 8A, as you heard on KROX and watched on the KROX live stream, it was Fosston beating Fertile-Beltrami 76-54. And Sacred Heart beat Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 50-48. So both number 1 seeds advancing to the championship round. So when you're filling out your bracket for March Madness, probably want to do the same thing. As we take a look at the rest of the scoreboard, and let's see here. I think we've covered most. Well, we'll run through the 4A schools in the 4A girls state basketball tournament. It was Hopkins beating Roseville 81-40. Stillwater beat Lakeville North 67-65. St. Michael Albertville beat Egan 80-60, and Eden Prairie beat Centennial 78-57. Class 3A, it was Becker beating Marshall 52-43. Stewartville beat Grand Rapids 71-57. Benilde St. Margaret's beat De La Salle 64-53. Alexandria beat Hill Murray 57-39. So those are the scores. And the Minnesota Wild, they are playing as we speak. So are the Timberwolves, and those scores right now, as we take a look at it, we have the Wild are trailing 2-1 as Kirill is out for 3 to 4 weeks after he was basically turned into a sandwich. And the Timberwolves right now, they are trailing 103-99 with 1.6 seconds left in the game there. So the Celtics going to beat the Timberwolves. And that is it on our scoreboard update. We're going to be back here at the Ralph Engelstad Arena on Friday night. We will have the Riverview Health pregame show as Sacred Heart takes on the Fosston Greyhounds. A battle of the number 1 seeds, making it all the way to the championship. We'll have the pregame show at 6:30, the opening tip at 7 o'clock, right here from Ralph Engelstad Arena, as Sacred Heart beats Warren-Alvarado-Oslo 50-48 on a buzzer beater, and they will try to defend their section They are the defending section champs. They'll try to defend that title and try to go back to state for the second straight year on Friday night. Fosston, they're trying to get back to state for the first time in a few years as well. Should be a dandy, and it's going to be an interesting matchup with two different teams. Fosston doesn't have the height, Sacred Heart does, and it's going to be interesting to see how the two teams match up. So that should about do it here on the stream. We will take one last break on the radio, and we'll be back on the radio right after this. And on the stream, thanks for tuning in, and check it out Friday night. We'll have the video stream as Fosston takes on Sacred Heart. Should be a dandy. We'll have the pregame coverage starting at 6:30 on the KROX video stream. So thanks for tuning in, and on KROX Radio, we'll be back and wrap it up